was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man. It'd be a lot cooler if you did. That's true.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 681. And here we are. We've got Jeff Holiday. We got Stevie Wolfe waiting to come on the show.
I'm upset. I'm upset.
We're gonna utilize probably 30 to 60 minutes on this, and we do have other stuff to cover. So stick around. We're gonna try to keep it not as we're avoiding the subject of onions specifically, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're not here. Like at this point, that should be kind of a passe fucking topic. Like we're not here to talk about onions. We're here to talk about some grievances. It's like Festivus. It's second Festivus. We're here to air grievances. We're here to hear other people's points of view. And talking about grievances, what a fucking terrible picture you chose to put me in the fucking thumbnail.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a few here. Really quick, everyone, if you're watching right now, I just want to get this out of the way. Please like the stream. That'll let everyone know that you think this stream is great. Even if you're maybe BENPAI isn't your favorite flavor, maybe Jeff Holiday isn't either. But hey, liking the stream,
but everybody likes Billy the Fridge.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't say that, right?
Just like it.
Everybody loves you.
Yeah.
Also, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We're sweet boys. Trust me. After the end of this episode, if you don't think we're sweet boys, you will. You will think that we're sweet boys.
We're going to be going for our goal tonight. There's actually some issues with Streamlabs right now, but I think the donations are still going to work.
Oh, okay.
I can't access the back end API to log in.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do about that.
We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do.
Keep them coming in though, because we got to hit our goal like we always do. But it shouldn't be too hard.
Yes, and I'm gonna bring Stevie Wolfe on right now. So here he comes. Oh, here he comes.
And I gotta go offline. Fucking Steam apparently because everybody from Poison wants to talk to me right now. What the fuck?
All right, so we have Stevie on here, and I'm just gonna bring him up on the screen.
Oh, somebody cloned Jeff.
Yeah. Yes. All right. There you are. There you are.
Better than one Jeff, but two Jeffs.
All right. It's like Dr. Manhattan. He can just make more of himself pop up, especially during an orgy.
Must be. Look. Okay. Actually, that's a really good.
This is a test donation for $30.
Thank you.
Well, we have really good news. Your test donation was approved. It worked very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, so let's just do it. Do it.
Myself, and I would also have an orgy with myself. So I think we can start. Before we start tearing at each other's wigs. I think we can actually agree that we would all enjoy copious amounts of riotous clone sex with ourselves.
Yeah, to start things off on a positive note, I watched Stevie's stream where he made fun of my friends, but I did like the music he played in the background. I like Ministry.
I fucking love Ministry. I thought that too.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch it, so I don't know. I don't listen to Ministry either. But Tipster with a tenny, thank you, Tipster.
Not enough YouTubers who stand some fucking Ministry. I'm into that. I'm into like the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, like the industrial stuff and industrial rock, like Stabbing Westward. I've seen them play live a couple times. Static X. Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky. Yeah. You're lucky to see them. Was it 90s you saw them play live or in the last few years?
I saw them twice in the 90s when I was in high school.
You lucky fucker.
Yeah.
Before we all hate each other, can we also agree that like once Assemblage 23 happened was kind of like the death of industrial music?
We don't have to hate each other in the end. We can all talk about
I don't know so much about Assemblage 23. I think it was when everybody took Tom Shear's formula and just copied it to death afterward.
Yes.
That's
okay. See, you know what? That's the problem. We shouldn't be beefing because we like, dude.
I'm a hard person to hate.
If we could all just touch dicks after this and call it a night, that'd be fine.
Here's the problem, though. I'm a real easy person to hate because I'm a very opinionated guy, and I understand that. I recognize that, which is why I don't take it personally when people have beef with me. I don't. I've been at this for a really long time. So I don't take it personally. I really, really don't. Even when people like get real fucking nasty with me, I don't take it personally. But I do want to instead like get to the basis of it. The basis of why there's beef. Why is there beef? Why would Stevie Wolfe decide, and I understand that you might get kind of pissed off at some of my opinions, and that's fine. I'm really good at making controversial opinions that people don't like. But what was the thing that compelled Stevie Wolfe into making a stream that had my name in it and to be angry at me? That's what I'm curious about.
It wasn't really a stream. It was just a video. And I kind of felt pissed off that you took a lot of people to task saying they're not doing enough about this Onision shit. And that's not the topic y'all want to get to right now. But yeah, sure. I mean, like, what more can be done from this particular front than what people are already doing?
No, sure. That's my point, though. My point is very specifically, like, there's really not more that we can do. There really isn't. My main criticism is that I feel like a lot of people who are emotionally invested in this kind of situation are being taken in by something that I do that is part of what I do on my channel, which is somebody who is a confidence man, a trickster. It's my contention that Chris Hansen is a confidence man. That doesn't mean that by me saying that, I think that Onision is good. In no way, by me saying that I have this criticism of this person, that means I'm cool in any way with this nasty cocksucker.
Well, I never thought you were, but I thought the argument was strange. I'm just like, okay, well, Chris is doing his thing and he's doing the best that he can. People throw him under the bus in association with Vince, and all the guy wanted out of Vince was a person to work the technical back end of shit.
Sure.
You know? And
but
when it comes to this Mike Morse guy...
You're critical of Chris Hansen too, though, right? Aren't you, Stevie? Like,
yeah. Well, I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm critical in the sense I'm going to throw the guy under a steamroller. But I will tell you this: he's well aware of a lot of the criticisms that people have about some of the people that he's associating with and working with. But from his point of view, from his part of it right now, he's got to work with what he's got available to him. When it comes to people like Mike Morse and stuff, he's well aware of all of that. You know, it was like when I was sitting in the green room before my stream with him, it was like the biggest elephant in the room. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, that's all going on, and we're about to have this guy on.
Okay, so I get it, and I understand. The thing that's really, so I'm no stranger to controversy. I'm no stranger to
really
the internet. Yeah, I'm sure you're well aware. And neither are you. We have been at this for a very fucking long time. Respect. Okay, so I get it, and I know you get it. But at the same time, like, when we're talking about this issue in specific, we're not trying to focus necessarily on scumbag, because we all feel the same way. We all here, all four of us feel the same way. We all fucking despise the guy, want him to be held accountable for his actions. My main thing, you have to look at this from my perspective. My entire channel is dedicated to me looking at how people win over the confidence of other people who are in vulnerable situations, and they profit off of those things. Now, that describes 90% of YouTube. It does.
I'd say about 97%, maybe. You're being generous.
Like, if Onision wasn't such a piece of shit, you probably wouldn't even have a YouTube career, right?
Sure. It wouldn't even be that. It would just be doing music and all the stuff I do on the side. Yeah. And see, that's kind of when I got a little mad about some of the stuff, you know, people said about me, and you guys too, about me and your stream. It's like, YouTube isn't the only thing I do. Okay. I have a whole life outside of this shit, completely separate.
I think
from
we all
this.
do.
It's
But
like,
as far as YouTube goes, right? Like you don't have any other, like nobody else cares about what you do on YouTube other than the Onision hate, right?
no, they care about the music I do. They care about different stuff that I talk about in my streams, whatever. But it's like if you're saying the main draw is Onision, yeah, but it's not like if he goes to jail one day, everybody's just gonna bail out the window and go, yeah, fuck that, we're done.
What's your? I haven't listened to any of your music. What's your like best music video on YouTube? Like, what's the best thing to go find?
Persevere. It's on my channel. It should be like one of the first few that come up in my music playlist.
I'm gonna save that.
Everybody
should.
So if you like if you like hard electronic music, you'll love it.
Do you? Can I? And I do. I love hard electronic music. I love industrial music. I'll probably check it out here in a little bit too. But when we're talking about the issue that we're having right now, do you feel like my criticisms of Chris Hansen are invalid?
I don't feel like they're invalid, but I feel like it was just a weird take to take when I'm from the perspective of I actually sat down and talked to the guy, not just being in the green room, like, well, what do you know in the green room? Is actually seeing how they set this whole thing up and what it is that they're actually doing. Like, there's a whole lot of shit that's gone on that I can't even talk about. So,
did you sign an NDA with Chris Hansen?
No, it's not an NDA, but it's not an NDA, but I don't want to like fuck with anything that's going on right now. And I don't want to put anybody's, investigation in jeopardy. And I also don't want to put people at liberty to kind of like swim upstream having to explain things maybe that are a little bit too personal. It's not my place to say.
When you say investigation, do you think that Chris Hansen's actually got an investigation going? Like you think why didn't he send his laptop to the FBI?
He has sent it to the FBI.
Did he? They sent it back to Sarah, right?
They sent it back to Sarah, and from my understanding is they got her to actually send it to the FBI.
Why didn't they do that? Why'd they have it send it to them in the first place?
Vince, I'll say this. I'll throw him under the bus. Vince is a fucking idiot. Vince wanted people to think, well, he's a fucking idiot because he wanted people to think that he had all this shit under control, that he was doing what he was doing and it was doing the right way. Now he's an idiot.
So Vince is an idiot, but Chris Hansen's also an idiot for putting all of his trust in Vince, right? Like he's bumblefucking this entire thing. Because Chris Hansen's in turn an idiot.
Let's extend a little bit of an olive branch. Let's not say Chris Hansen is an idiot for hiring this scumbag. Well,
not hiring.
Just
not
say Chris
hiring.
Hansen,
he didn't pay Vince, right?
Okay,
I think maybe a little bit.
What Chris Hansen wanted, he wanted somebody to handle the technical back end. You know how like Ben here handles all this shit that you see on your stream?
Yeah.
Chris Hansen was a boomer about it. He was a boomer.
What I'm trying to say is that it's like how Ben handles all the technical shit you see on your screen right now. He's the guy that does that. He wanted Vince to be like that, basically. But then he kind of just like overstepped his boundaries more like, oh, we're going to get this all investigated. I'm going to have this sent to the FBI. He sent her fucking text messages saying, oh, I went through the hard drive. I'm going to replace it. I'm like, oh, what the hell are you doing?
Sure.
There were a lot of red flags about Vince going back over a year.
Oh, no, I was aware of all this fucking shit.
Chris was aware too, right? Because Chris is an investigator, so he knew about this stuff too and just let it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a great move.
Yeah,
I'm going to say that.
Yeah, totally.
It's not a great move, but when it's like the only fucking move you can make is just to utilize what you've got at your
The only move you can
arsenal.
make to continue grifting money off of people based on emotional grifting, right? That's pretty much what he does.
What about that thing where Chris Hansen was going at Ice Poseidon the same way he was beginning to go at Onision, in the very beginning. And then all of a sudden he had this bullshit story about being hacked.
Well,
I can't comment on that because I don't know anything about that shit.
Okay.
Ice Poseidon was on video saying, Chris, I'll pay you what, 10 grand? You come on a Euro trip, I'll give you money. He was saying he would give him money to work with him, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, Chris Hansen's like, I'm gonna leave this all behind and go after Onision.
Yeah,
I wonder if he got paid off, right?
I can't make any comment on that shit because I wasn't around for any of that.
But you weren't around for a lot of the stuff you comment on, right? You just comment on.
There's a creator named Danknet, and he's made 2 videos on this. He made one a long time ago, like a year ago, on Chris Hansen when there was all the false flagging and shit going on. And then there's one he just released like a week ago where he talks a lot about the Vince Nicotra thing and... yeah, it's worth a watch.
come on here to like go throw fucking Chris under the bus, you know?
No, I understand. So the reason why I was really hopeful that I get a chance to talk to you, and I wanted to talk to you over here. And thank you, Ben and Billy, for lending this platform, the ability for me and Stevie to be able to communicate on an even field, not my channel, not his channel, that sort of thing. I appreciate that. So I'm glad we have a chance to talk. I think there's a couple of things that we have to establish. And I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you when I say these things, but this is just things that I think we need to understand if we're going to understand the broader context of this interaction. Let's say there are 4 people that are involved right now, okay? There's you, there's me, there's Onision, and there's Chris Hansen. Out of those 4 people, only one of them has absolutely no monetary gain whatsoever in any of this kind of situation going on. Only one does not stand to make any profit of anything that has to do with this type of content. That person is me. I don't make Onision content. I do not produce Onision content. I don't get paid by DP. I don't get paid in any way by me saying anything about what I'm saying. My opinion, the things that I say have no financial backing. You, Stevie, and this is not an accusation. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here, and I'm not trying to attack you with this, but I'm trying to make sure that you understand you can't say that. Chris can't say that. Onision can't say that. I can. Nothing that I say is financially motivated at all. And I'm not saying that you and what you say and what you position yourself as is financially motivated. I'm just saying you have to understand that there's no money behind my words.
Okay.
It's just me. Okay?
And I wasn't attacking you based on that at all.
Right, but I
don't make any fucking money on it. And if people want to donate when I do a stream, they can. If they don't, they don't have to.
Dude,
fucking
bro, get paid. Get paid.
Yeah.
Get paid. I will be the first person in your fucking corner. If somebody tries to be like, Stevie Wolfe shouldn't make money off of talking about Onision, I will fucking be there.
They do donate when I'm doing a stream, but I say if they don't want to, they don't have to. Because I don't like when motherfuckers like pressure people into doing that. Because I always thought it was scummy as fuck.
Sure. But I'm just telling you. I'm telling you because I understand the game and I understand this whole situation. I will be there. I will shield you from these fucking bitches, and I will be like, you cannot tell this motherfucker not to make some fucking money, because that's the fucking game. I get it. You get it. Everybody else gets it. We all understand what's fucking happening here, okay? So I want that to be understood. Now, there's a problem, and this problem stems from what I feel is a gross misrepresentation that you had of me and how you decided to interpret my actions. And I don't appreciate it. I don't. I was offended, actually, by some of the things that you had to say. You implied, perhaps, and maybe if I'm taking your words out of context, by all means, correct me. I don't want to misrepresent you. It seemed to be that you implied that I was not interested in having somebody like Onision out of my society. That you very specifically and very strictly said you would rather not have somebody like Onision in your society, but I did not feel the same. Is that accurate? Is that how you feel?
Yeah, that's what I got from your argument, because it seemed like a weird deflection. It's like, you guys need to shut the fuck up in your stupid Onision subreddit. You need to shut the fuck up talking about this because I was on a stream 3 years ago with Blair White, Repsion, and a few other people, I think it was, and we were talking about it. Why are you still talking about it? I mean, why take that position?
Okay, well, by all means, I'm not saying.
Well, I think we know why you're still talking about it, right? That's the only thing that gets views on your channel, right?
Hang on.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, it's just true, right? It's true, isn't it? Isn't it true? You were stop because you were calling me fat. You were calling me ugly. You were throwing all types of shit towards me that has nothing to do with any of this on your channel. And I'm just bringing up facts.
Still? No, you lost a whole shitload of weight. So why get fucking upset about it?
Okay. Then don't.
You
back
think I go
out
up to fat people, Billy, and say "fuck you, lard ass"?
Who
No,
knows?
I don't.
Who knows? You just do it to me for some reason, but that doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make.
Because you're a comedian, and if you can't handle somebody heckling you, then how are you going to make it in the business?
See, that's true,
just
Stevie. But
I'm taking the piss out of
and
you.
I just
don't
pointed
take it
out
too
that
personally.
Stevie, don't take it too personally. I just pointed out that nobody cares about any of your content except the anti-Onision shit. And you're a musician.
36,000 fucking people. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, because of anti-Onision shit. Because this video you had me pull up, Persevere, it has 644 views, and you said that's your best work.
Boo-hoo. So what? My music's always gotten less views than my anti-Onision shit.
I'm bringing facts to the table that have to do with why you do what you do. You said, why you got to bring up that 3 years ago you were doing this? Well, because you're still doing this because the only reason you're doing this is that's all people care about from you. You say, I do more in my life.
Not.
I'm a musician.
I feel it's what I should be doing. I feel like I need to be doing this because if I don't do this, you know,
Stevie, can I ask you a question?
Who's going to fucking put their foot up this guy's ass the way that it needs to be?
Is Chris Hansen not going to do it?
All the other people that do it?
Everybody else.
I haven't gotten support.
You're not a hero, Stevie.
You're not a hero, which I get all the time.
This is pretty important. This is pretty important. Okay, this gets to where I was going. So, like, all right, I understand, Stevie, that you don't want Onision in your society. If it was up to you, Onision could not be allowed or be welcomed into your society. And I agree with you. I don't know why you think that I disagree with you. I don't. I'm fuck. If we could not have Onision in,
take the heat off this, really.
Wait, what? Sorry?
I feel like people are trying to take the heat off this. They're trying to take the seriousness away from this. I don't know why.
I disagree. I disagree.
I disagree. Like right in front of their house, and you make a big fucking joke out of the whole damn thing.
I disagree because right now, hang on. Because I disagree because right now we have more coverage right now of the Onision thing than ever before. Phil DeFranco is covering this sort of thing. But this is the thing that I really want to ask you about. So, in your video that you put my name on, you talked about how you and Repsion, you name drop Repsion, which is funny, he's a buddy of mine, decided, you were saying, me and Repsion, we've been talking about this guy and making anti-Onision content now for 9-10 years or so. Okay, and you very specifically say, like, I don't want him in my society. I don't want him in my society. Why would we ever let this guy in my society? I've been making videos about this guy for 10 years. Stevie, you've been making videos about this guy for 10 years.
Yeah.
And nothing's happened. Can we, at this point, officially state that you are completely and utterly fucking impotent in every way to countering Onision? What have you done? 10 years? Is it 10 years? Listen, Stevie, is it 10 years now? 10 years? You've been making videos about one stupid cocksucker out here?
Yeah. And why should I give a shit if that fucking upsets
how much money has he made in the past decade? How much have you managed to detract away from the money that he's making?
It's not about detracting away from the money. It's pointing out what the
what is the point though? If you don't want him in society, why have you not gotten him out of society yet? Are you that impotent?
Jeff? You want me to drive up to his house?
I don't want you to do anything. You know what?
Then why are you upset?
You know what? This is what I want you to do, Stevie Wolfe. This is what I want you to do. I want you to keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth.
Oh, why? Because you're going to get butthurt about it on the internet?
You just got butthurt when I called out how you have 644 views on your favorite song.
I didn't get butthurt about it. My music's always gotten less views than the rest of my other content.
Because nobody cares about your content unless it's anti-Onision. Just agree to that. Just agree to that.
And you have 30,000 subscribers, and the only thing anybody gives a shit about is because you crap on somebody that everybody hates already? Bravo, dude! Bravo!
Yeah. If Onision wasn't a piece of shit, you would just be some piece of shit with less than 644 views on your music, right?
Not really. I'd probably just be some piece of shit with a YouTube channel, just like everybody else. So what?
Okay, that's fine.
What a profound point.
Let's be honest here. The only reason why you're here tonight, the only reason why you put my name in your fucking mouth is because you know that Onision content is going to dry up again soon, and you want to find somebody else to fuck with. Like, what, are you going to fuck with me? Who the?
I don't care to fuck with you. I haven't given a fuck about you since you were fucking around with people like Andy Worski.
Why are you making fucking videos about me?
I decided to I can make videos about whoever the fuck I want. Why do I have to make videos about what the fuck you want me to make videos about exactly?
That's
just
true.
like you're drumming up me to try to gaslight me so you guys get content for this fucking show. What are you
Stevie,
fucking talking about?
Stevie, straight up, I just don't respect you because you were talking shit about my weight and my fucking looks and stuff. So I honestly have no respect for you. I
don't care. I don't give a shit if you respect me or not. I don't know you, and I don't need your respect.
You don't need my respect, and you don't have to respect me. But I just want you to know that when you come at me on some shit, like, own your own shit, dude.
One thing I will say is that
I said what you said. I called you a fat ass and all kinds of other shit. So if you don't respect me for it, it's up to you. If you respect me or you don't. It'd be weird if you respected me after saying some of the shit that I did.
Stevie, your conspiracy theory about him going to Greg's house all being planned is not true at all. It's absolutely not true.
I went by what I saw on the stream. I watched the whole damn thing from start to finish.
How could you get
I'm
that?
glad you watched it, though.
Did you see the part where Joe called me to get permission for them to go?
Yeah.
So that was planned?
Just said, drive around the freeway for 7 fucking hours after saying you're going to ambush him at court. You didn't want to ambush him at court. There was no plan to fucking do that shit.
And there was a plan.
Oh my
I got
God.
a flat tire.
Now it's a fucking weird ass conspiracy theory.
I'm not going to fucking get into it. It was the whole thing was a fucking cringe fest. Let's be honest.
Well, I mean, you know about cringe, right?
Yeah, I'm the king of it, apparently.
We all know cringe, okay?
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing, Stevie. So the moment that there was obviously going to be some beef between you and I imagine your inbox got flooded full of people sending you everything cringy I ever did. I know because not
really. Nobody fucking gave a shit really to mention much anything about you.
Well, that's too bad.
In my Discord, did anybody really talk about that video? So if you want to talk about conspiracy,
just shut up for a second. My inbox got flooded with a bunch of people. My inbox got flooded with a bunch of people trying to send me everything cringy that you ever did. I'm not interested. I don't fucking care. I don't want to have beef with you, Stevie. I don't want to have beef with you. I don't give a fuck what this whole thing is about you trying to drag me and DP and all three of us.
DP into shit. I've watched this shit for years. The last thing I want to do is drag something I think is entertaining through the fucking mud.
Yeah, no, and I don't want to take away from what you do, Stevie. Straight up, I'm glad you're doing what you do.
You're gonna tell me to shut the fuck up every 30 seconds.
I agree with Billy too, because the thing is you paying attention to and cataloging all the ways in which Onision has been a giant piece of shit is valuable. It's valuable, dude. It's good. That is a good thing to do. That's good. But there's nothing wrong with that. That has an actual legit fucking value to it.
Protecting Chris Hansen is. I'm wondering, are you doing that because there's a tech job open on his team, and you might want to take over for Vince?
I already have a job in that field. I don't need another one, trust me. And the way this shit's being fucking handled, the way they're doing it, for one, they could do it 1,000,000 times better. I can tell you that right now. But no.
Yeah.
I'm saying that people like you and people like Repsion and people like Mike and Actor, people who have been involved in the anti-Onision genre, have done more to try and point out the problems with Onision than Chris Hansen ever fucking has. And that is something that you should take pride in.
Because he just jumped in on it too. For one, I'm like I said, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and suck the guy's fucking cock, but he did just jump into this shit 6 months ago.
It's a boomer. He doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah. He's fucking it up. And that's
How is he fucking it up though, for real, when the guy's got 3 different tiers of law enforcement coming down on his ass?
Well, does he?
Fucking up, dude. He's fucking it up.
How though? I mean, how is Chris Hansen affecting what these different things in actual law enforcement are doing?
Is Sarah very happy right now with the whole chain of evidence sort of thing? I wouldn't be. How many times have we heard
that? Understand about digital forensics and how these things are handled is that, first off, all it has been so far is a laptop that's just passed through a bunch of hands. It hasn't been substantiated yet that anything that's on physically that laptop is incriminating evidence against Onion. It was claimed. Now they have to substantiate that claim. Once they substantiate that claim and something like this were to happen, oh yeah, everything would be fucked. But so far, all it is a laptop. It's like why in murder cases, when somebody says, oh, this gun was used to kill this guy, well, they have to go through and do forensics and ballistics and all that bullshit to prove that claim has validity. Otherwise, it's just a fucking gun.
But it's not just a laptop at this point, right? Because the laptop sat for months out of the care of the FBI.
No, I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. Okay, I understand what you're trying to say, but all it's been is just a laptop that sat because they didn't substantiate that any of the claims had validity.
But it could have been evidence 2 months ago if Chris Hansen didn't fuck that up, right?
And the thing is too, what we're trying to say.
Anything up, nobody fucked anything.
How did they not fuck anything up?
Validated it. They haven't fucked it up because they didn't validate that any of the claims about it are true yet.
But they shouldn't validate.
It's just a fucking laptop. I'm fucking upset Stevie, that the first thing that they didn't do, or excuse me, I'm so upset that the first thing they didn't do was like take it to the police.
Not take it. Tell Sarah to take it to the police. Why did they tell Sarah to take evidence and mail it?
That was all on Vince. I'm not going to commentate on whatever the fuck Chris wanted out of it because I don't know what the fuck he wanted out of it.
Chris runs the show, right?
The first thing they should have done is advised her to go immediately to a law enforcement professional and turn the evidence over to them.
Yes,
not that. And I look. The thing is, we can blame Vincent for this, but Vincent was hired by Chris. Vincent was working under the proviso of Chris. Now, whether or not we can just say it's all Chris's fault or not, Chris is still in some ways responsible. These are the criticisms that we have. Our criticisms are that we don't think that these things are being handled appropriately. I've been involved in 3 different cases in which I had to provide evidence, direct line of evidence, for a child abuse case. Now, you've never heard of me talking about this because I never made a fucking YouTube video about it because I refused to do so because it would fuck up the ability to prosecute the cases. I'm happy to say out of those 3 cases, 2 of them were prosecuted and those 2 people went to fucking jail.
Good. I'm glad that they did. Child abusers deserve to burn in hell, as far as I'm concerned.
Dude, I fucking agree with you. And that's
I don't believe in hell, so I think maybe they should just go to jail.
We're all
jail ain't fucking bad enough for some people.
Well, is hell real? Like that's the question. Are we gonna wait for them to go to hell? Right?
I'm not gonna have a philosophical debate about a stupid fucking throwaway statement. But,
yeah, I'm just saying, they should go to hell. No, they should go to jail. They should go through the proper prosecution process. And I think a lot of people are forgetting that this proper prosecution process is a process, and people who are actively trying to get someone to go to hell but aren't working the system to get them there are kind of bullshit, right?
I agree with that because people are getting all up my ass too sometimes in my streams and comments like, why is it taking so long? The government takes fucking forever to do anything, even at a local level.
Especially when someone who's not involved with the government sits on evidence for 2 months and tells everybody that it's going to the government.
What was that DM where that someone sent you a DM saying basically like, just trust in Chris Hansen?
Oh yeah.
Someone just messaged me and was like, you can't question Chris Hansen. I'm afraid if you question Chris Hansen, he'll drop this Onision thing and Onision will get away like Chris Hansen is.
That person's so fucking stupid. I saw that shit.
But there's a lot of people, right, who firmly believe that Chris Hansen is the Messiah that's coming down to take Onion to prison, right? And that's not the case, right?
And I want to say right here and now, I think those people are so full of shit. It's unbelievable. You need to pull your heads out of your fucking asses.
I don't think they're full of shit as much as they're concerned and maybe not that intelligent about things, and they're willing to believe in Chris Hansen.
They're from probably the TCAP days. You know, they're probably suburban, fucking boomery housewives and shit who probably think the guy was like a federal agent or some shit and just not a reporter, you know.
Look, the thing is, I want to beef hard because I get spicy. I get fucking spicy. But the thing is, like, I think we're all on the same fucking team. That's the problem. We're all on the same fucking team. We all want the same fucking thing. We all do. We all do. I have criticisms because I don't feel like this one thing is a good thing. You do? Okay, fine. And you know what? And here's the thing. I hope you're fucking right. I hope you're right. All you guys out there who are like Chris Hansen is going to be the guy who's going to get Onision nailed, I hope you're right. I hope I'm fucking wrong. I don't want to be right. I want to be wrong. I want that guy to... This is the final nail in Onision's coffin. I want that to be true. I want that to be true. Fuck Onision. Fuck It's James now. Excuse me. Sorry, I forgot about that. It's James.
Proper pronouns, goddammit.
Fuck that dude. Fuck him. I fucking hate him. I hope that that's the nail in the coffin. Is that what I instinctively feel? No, that's not how I feel. And I feel like...
I have a feeling that Stevie is more skeptical of Chris Hansen than he lets on.
Well, you obviously were skeptical of Chris Hansen,
the way I look at it is Oh, go ahead. Sorry, there's a huge delay between myself and you guys. For some reason, it seems like there's like a 10-second delay. So if I talk over you, I apologize.
If you want to go now, you can go now. If you want me to go, I'll go.
No, yeah, you go. Go ahead.
So I think you were skeptical of Chris Hansen, and then when you got in the green room with him, you kind of like sipped the tea and you listened to everything he said about Vince being the bad guy, and now you're like, Vince is the bad guy. Vince is the bad guy. You know, it's all on Vince.
I'm still skeptical about everything. The reason I'm still skeptical about everything is that when I sat in the green room and I listened to how everything was going on, it kind of gave me a weird feeling that, look, you're working with a guy who's not only involved in the cases that he's involved with the sexual assault, not misconduct, assault, and it's gotten through an appellate court to go back to trial, but also conspiracy to accept bribery. Conspiracy is worse than just the regular bribery. So it's like, even if you're working with the cards that you have at your hand, you still got to... It's like, God damn, this is the reason this is so fucked is because every side of it is so like fucked now.
Yeah.
It's like everybody here wants the same damn thing, but it's like there's so many different degrees of it being fucked. What can you do? You got to play the strategies that are available to you, and each one of them just makes you look like a scumfuck, even if you want to do the right thing. It's, God damn, what the fuck do I do?
That's definitely not easy. Like, you've been in this for 10 years doing what you've been doing, and now that it's like the circus is on, right? Everybody wants a part of this. Everybody's in on it. You want to try and make the right move, but you don't know who's working for what. Like, we know where you stand. You've got a decade of standing where you stand. That's not a question, right? Like, what you're doing right now, you're reaping the benefits of what you've been doing for 10 years because you stuck with it this entire time. Nobody's questioning you for that. You've been doing what you're doing. Chris Hansen, he's an opportunist. He came in, saw an opportunity to make some money, to take some people, and I think that he's not genuinely doesn't care about these girls. When I talked to Sarah last week, you know, Sarah had told me that her laptop sat and she was frustrated that they told her over and over again that it was with the FBI and it was going to be taken care of. And then it turns out it wasn't, and it's back on her. And she's like, I'm doing this on my own. I'm not trusting anybody else in this. I'm going to go do this on my own. You know, Chris Hansen did nothing but fuck that up. His team and him, and it's under his name, and he can't, and now he's like, that's all on Vince Nicotra. No, Vince was under you. You let this happen. You knew how Vince was. They didn't get rid of Vince until the mod team came out against Vince publicly, right? Because they knew about Vince. You know that they knew about Vince beforehand.
Well, some of the mod team are actually some of the girls that have been fucked over by him, by Onion. So they were well in the right to feel that fucking shitty about it because look, they put trust in somebody. He fucked them. I was fucking infuriated when some of this shit came out because that's why I sat back and waited for this guy to contact me for as long as I did. He blew me off, and he's like, oh, hey, do you want to do this now? You know what's funny? I can actually say this now. He wanted you, Billy, to come on the stream out of nowhere and basically have what's going on now happen on that shit. And I'm like, are you serious? Are you
Chris
fucking
Hansen?
serious? You're gonna no, not Chris Hansen, Vince. He was talking to me one-on-one over Skype.
Yeah.
And he wanted basically what's happening now to happen on that stream. And I'm like, why the fuck? Well, wouldn't it be great, get people really heated and really talking about it? I'm like, are you serious? You're talking about some of the most vile, fucked up shit ever, and you're going to fucking turn it into a goddamn circus like that? What the fuck, man?
I don't doubt that Chris Hansen wanted that too, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if he did,
that's
because I'm not going to make a comment because he wasn't the one that told me about it, but he was like, Vince was the one talking to me about it. We talked for about an hour.
Vince messaged me that week as well, and he was like, I don't know if I want to get you on this week or next week. That week was you.
Really?
Yeah, he came out to me, and that week was you. And I think he was trying to get me on that week with you, but he wanted to run it by you first. And then if not, I was going to go on the week after. And then Mike Morse reached out to me to do his podcast as well. I never responded to him because I'd already been pretty publicly critical of him. So I was like,
a little bit.
He must not have seen that yet. But the thing with Chris Hansen is now with Vince being kicked out of everything, he's able to use Vince as the scapegoat. That he was never the bad guy. He never did anything wrong. It was always Vince, right? And
Sure.
we're going to allow him to use that. And maybe it's true, but we do have to hold Chris accountable for having Vince on the payroll, allowing him to do this. And he knew, even the time when Vince came at us, when he came at me and you to be on the show, Vince came at us. There was a public statement from Chris Hansen saying, "Well, we're distancing ourselves from Vince Nicotra, and we are looking into this." And they didn't do anything about it until the mod team came out and speaked out about it. When I got a message from Vince Nicotra, I was surprised. And then I heard Chris Hansen says, Vince was a producer and pretty much name only. He didn't really do that much behind the scenes. Like he did pre-interviews. He did pre-interviews with like you and all the girls and all the other guests, right? Like
he did the back end work on that.
Vince talked to me for about an hour before, like the day or 2 days. I think it was either a day or 2 days before I went on that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So Vince had his hand in everything. He was every step of the way.
See what he's doing now? He's fucking around with the guy's Facebook posts and like editing them to have all kinds of fucked up shit.
Yeah, because the dude's a scumbag. He's a
Vince
scumbag.
is obviously like an angry troll. He released the
Vince lulls Nicotra.
Yeah. He's
All right,
an
Stevie,
angry guy.
Stevie, I got a very important question. I'm gonna grill you on this question now. You ready? So you made an insinuation that my audience was like Killstream people. You do know that the Killstream fucking hates me, right?
That's just a term I throw out there for the kind of shit you all were doing. So
what?
I know
4 years ago? Come on, man. That was 4 years ago. That shit back in the day.
I watched that shit too. I was like, what the fuck? How did this take off when me and all the other dumb fucks who do what I do, and we're doing this like so long ago and nobody gave a shit. I watched people shit each other. I'm like, it's the same shit. What the fuck did we do wrong?
So it was a little bit of jealousy, right?
No, not really jealousy. I just wonder what the fuck we were doing wrong.
I didn't even look. He can't be jealous of me because I didn't make any money off of fucking blood sports. Stevie, I just took nothing but hits during blood sports. Okay.
I know you're a music guy.
You pissed off a lot of fucking people though.
Stevie, I know you're a music guy. You're a music guy. I know from what you just said, why wasn't it me? Why wasn't it my guys? I've been in the music industry for a long time too. It all comes down to right place, right time. No matter how talented you are, a lot of your fans, they love your music. They think it's great. I haven't got to listen to it like sincerely, genuinely yet. I'm sure it's really fucking good. Like, don't harp on yourself. Like when I talk shit about your views and stuff, like that. Literally, it's all right place, right time, dude. It really is about getting that break.
There's nobody in the world that can be as hard on me as I am on myself. So, I didn't get butthurt about that. It's like, my views for Onion shit's always going to get more views than my other shit because for 10 years I built a channel on this other stuff. So, whatever.
I'll always get more views if I make a video about fucking Jillian Epperly and her diarrhea water than if I'm talking about something that I actually give a fuck about. So I feel that.
Fucking Dr. Phil, what the fuck, you man?
I know, dude. It's fucking weird. It's stupid. It's dumb.
So
whatever.
You should come with the guy from fucking Bum Fights did. Go on there dressed as Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
Listen here, I'm about to submit you and then insert myself into your anus. That's gonna be great.
So Stevie, a lot of your chat was like saying that I was a pedophile enabler. Did you think that as well? Like,
I thought that you were defending Onion pretty heavily because you guys used to have a friendship. I don't know if you still do. It seems like you have some kind of connection still to this day.
I mean, that was the first, the live stream, everything that was going on during that live stream was the first contact I had with him in months. He's been trying to message me. He's been trying to like rekindle some sort of connection. He's apologized to me. He's apologized to people around me to try to reconnect with me. That's why I knew it was such a bad idea to go to his house, because I know that the guy wants to talk to me. And that's why I in my head, I'm live streaming and I'm thinking if I go there, there's a chance he's actually going to come out and talk to me. He's not talking to anybody else. He might come out and talk to me.
Because you had that connection. You had that trust prior.
Yeah. And that, like, the second I saw him and he's like put his hand on me and said he loved me and shit, like, it sucked, dude. Because I did not want to hear that. It was not good. I wish I'd never went to his fucking house. But I was seeking content, and that's the problem. Everybody says I was going there because I wanted to reap on the horrible things he's done. I was going there because at one point we were friends, and I thought I could milk that friendship. I wasn't trying to milk all the negativity around it. That just comes with it, I guess, right? It was a bad choice on my part, and I agree with that with everybody. It wasn't like a good thing. You go into a situation like that with all the volatility, all the anger and hatred that surrounds him, you're asking for trouble 100% of the time. So that's correct.
So, like, I'm gonna ask the question then, because you've known this guy a while.
Yeah.
I mean, with all the fucking crazy shit that surrounds this guy, I mean, did you ever see any of this stuff play itself out while you were around him? Because obviously you've been over to his place, you've been around him.
Yeah, if Sarah herself had tweeted that, like, she was hidden from us, like, so I guess actively he didn't want us to see any of that. It was never a question like that. The things I saw was the way that he ended friendships with people was so, like, uncaring for the people that he was once friends with, and he would just end them. And it was like, it wasn't just good enough to, like, be like, hey, I just can't do this. I can't do this anymore. And he would just make it a nuclear thing. And he would just blow up relationships.
And he'd make a video about it.
He'd make a video about some of them. Some of them he would just often completely ghost people who thought they were very close to them. And it's just, he doesn't treat them like human connections once he's done with them, right? And he discards people. That's the stuff I saw. And ultimately, that's why I knew that I had to walk away from him, because it wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to stop. Like, when Sarah came out, and I was banking on, that Sarah wasn't doing anything with them, that there was nothing going on there. And when there was something going on, and he told me in a very NDA way, he told me that he's like, this is what happens. I have friendships with people, and then I stop the friendships, and I go this way, and they go this way. It's like with no care for them being like humans at all. He just like cuts them off and discards them.
That's exactly what Sears said too.
Yeah.
Well, another thing about him, this is kind of a funny, weird thing. Billy asked him why he never looks wait staff in the eyes when he orders food at a restaurant. And what did he say?
I'll probably never see them again. Why even bother? Why bother? And it's I think.
Fuck?
I
is his goal in life to be the edgiest person alive?
But that's the thing.
He's outdoing me at
I
this
don't know
point.
if I didn't know if it was a goal. I was like, is he just like disconnected? He's got to have some sort of disorder, right?
Right.
This is something beyond just the goal of being a dick. Like, it's ingrained in him.
Yeah,
it's not.
I mean, from all the years I did on this shit, he's been like this his entire life.
Yeah,
and it was always the kind of thing that bothered me. It's like he obviously has family that still talk to him. He has sisters and a mom and on. It's like, didn't you fucking people ever notice this shit? And if you did you give a shit?
So when I was questioning Chris Hansen and stuff, your response was that I was just deflecting, right, the attention towards me to hide something by defending Chris or by attacking Chris Hansen, right? Was that what you had said on your streams?
That's what it felt like. It felt like a giant deflection. It felt like what a lot of people were doing, yourself included, were trying to take the heat and the seriousness off it because there's always more. It's funny they call them onion because there's layers to this, and it felt like there was more layers than what we know. And if he's willing to do some of the shit that he's done, I feel that there may have been times where he tried to get in other people in on that shit. We don't know. I'd like that not to be the case. I hope to fucking Christ that it's not. But you never know.
So when you were telling people that I might be deflecting by looking into Chris Hansen, can we pull up the messages? When you had skepticism of Chris Hansen, right here, right? If you read these here, I'm suspect as fuck of Hansen and Mike Morse, right? This was before you went on the show. So just if we could like go through some of the statements you made and update why they had changed or whether they still stand. Is that...
No, I'm still suspicious of the entire thing. I was glad the guy gave me a platform to say what I've had to say.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm not going to sit there and just suck the guy's fucking dick endlessly. He's working, as I said, with a person that's involved in some serious shit. But I got to play the cards that I got to play. You got to take the strategies that are available to you. So I'm not going to double down and retract what I said. I'm not going to fucking double down and say I didn't fucking say that. I'm not Brett Keane.
Yeah.
Good reference.
Yeah, the fans love that reference.
Funny thing about Brett Keane, by the way, did you know that Onion wanted Brett Keane and Happy Cabby to be the original moderators for the first debate he and I ever did?
Yes.
I do remember that actually. Yeah.
I wish the fucking Christ that happened. It was a shit show, but if you're gonna do a shit show, make it a catastrophe. You know, if it's gonna be bad, you know it's gonna be bad. I would have loved that. Now Happy Cabby's fucking dead.
Speak of the devil.
That was a callback that made me realize like that you had actually been involved in this for so long. Like somebody mentioned that to me, and I'm like, wait, that was Stevie. Holy, yeah, he's been involved in this shit for a long time. So like, yeah, that was a callback that made sense to me. Well, okay,
maybe.
So I guess maybe like
you guys, let's stop fighting with each other. I need to go push Dorn out the window.
Yeah.
I gotta go grease the door stop so I can get her through the fucking
Brett Key made a
hallway.
video about you going to Onision's house, Billy.
I bet he did. A lot of people did.
Oh no!
A lot of people did.
God.
A lot of people did.
Brett's my friend too. I shouldn't be so mean, but fuck,
He's not your friend.
He's nobody's friend.
Don't
really.
say that. He'll stick case on you.
I just wanted to call out when you said that maybe because I was going after Chris Hansen, and you said it was deflecting. Was that you using a tool to like discredit me? And when I was going after Chris Hansen, when you had similar skepticism about Chris Hansen yourself, when you were calling us all...
I say a lot of fucking shit when I'm pissed. I'll say that much. Okay. I mean, I say a lot of stupid fucking shit when I'm pissed. And Ben even knows because he's seen my videos for years. I've always been kind of antagonistic and hostile and shit. I just let it go.
Because despite all of this stuff, this is the first time I've had a conversation with you, and I actually like talking with you. I enjoy like you being on the show. Like if we can get over this stuff, I'd love to invite you back on just like to bullshit with us in the future. You know,
I would love to do that.
Yeah, I would love
to do that.
I'm not out here trying to hang you. I'm trying to air out.
Too.
I'm trying to air out everything. You know, because we like when I first got introduced to you, it was a bad situation. I didn't know who you were. I was like, who the fuck is this guy talking shit? You know? And I'm like, I'm not gonna let him talk shit to me. And you're like, you're a comedian.
That seems to be the way a lot of people find out about me. If they're people that are doing shit on YouTube, I'm like, who the fuck is this fucking cunt?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Here's my litmus test. Because I mean, it's my name on the video, right? It's my name on the video. It's me being the centralized focus of this topic, which mad respect to my bros and much love to both of you guys for addressing it before when I had other shit going on, you know. Stevie, do you think in any way that I am on Onision's side?
I don't think you are, but it was just a strange position for you to take. I'm not stupid. I think that you want this guy in prison just as badly as anybody else out there.
I do. I legitimately, and I appreciate that. I don't know. Like, I mean, I could spend the whole rest of the night trying to be like, well, this is why I don't like Chris Hansen. This is why I feel that this is these positions and that position. But like, I'd be arguing my life experience and my perspective, the things that I understand versus yours, which is a defeatist kind of argument. It's me trying to say, I need you to look at this from the perspective of my extreme life perspective and legitimately what I do as a profession, and that's not fair of me.
No, I can understand your perspective because what he's doing, allowing this kind of shit with somebody like Vincent happen can totally botch an investigation like this. I've been through this kind of shit myself firsthand. I was abused in a very fucked up way as a kid. The whole thing went to trial when I was young. So, having that experience, if somebody went and just said, fuck it, I'm going to turn the thing into a fucking circus, the justice that was served there for what happened to me would more than likely have never fucking happened. So I can say that I have first fucking hand experience with that. So I see where you're coming from there. But the thing is, I don't, at the end of the day, think any of this shit really is going to fuck with the fact that the guy has federal, state, and local law enforcement tiers coming down on his ass. I mean, when they said that shit in the last stream, that blew my mind because I thought it was just one thing.
Did they say coming down or investigating?
They're investigating, but once they start, here's the thing: it's bad enough when you have one position of law enforcement investigating you. When you have three that are trading information, when they're trading information and trying to build a case together with a prosecutor and a DA, you are beyond fucked.
That's an assumption, right? Fucked. That's an assumption because what we're having crimes.
That's a lot of manpower, though, to just give up on.
But when you continually getting called. When you're continually getting called from people online who are concerned, like some of those, the 19 cases.
No, I've seen that. I saw that. If you're talking about it was like a Google document that showed who it was that called, because somebody made that. They made a Google document where it showed like these were just YouTube dumbasses, trolls and shit. Yeah, no, I get that. That can fuck it right in the ass, like right then and there.
Saying
the one that really fucking bothered me was that it was one of the calls was by the guy's kid's fucking principal at their little elementary school. Yeah. That shit has more weight to just like, okay, fuck the trolls. We're gonna focus on these calls instead. For an investigator.
Assuming that like there is a federal, state, and law or a local law enforcement team looking at them, like that doesn't assume that he's fucked. What it assumes is he's being there are three different levels of crimes that people are saying he's doing and have reported, right? They've reported a crime on a federal level, they've reported a crime that's a crime on the state level, and they've reported a crime that is a crime on the local level. And they all have to be looked at whether they're valid or not. So it doesn't mean he's fucked. It means that he is being looked at on all three levels, right? And if he's exonerated on all three levels, then where do we go from this? Right?
I see exactly what you're saying. It brings it all back to square one. But the way that it's going right now, I heavily doubt he's just going to walk away from it. I heavily doubt he's just going to be exonerated. How could you? When you have CPS investigating you because one of your kids took a swan dive out the window, and by the way, sensationalist, come on, I'm not trying to sensationalize things. What happened to the kid was they did crack their head open when they hit the ground on there. They had what's called a depressed skull fracture. She hit the ground and her skull cracked and the skull depressed into her brain.
Yeah, I just was going off. I was going off by them saying that the cop was saying that that she was miraculously okay, and that was the best news I've heard from any of this.
The fact that she even survived that shit is fucking amazing to me.
Yeah, I was so relieved when I heard she was going to be okay.
I read the report to that shit in a video, and it was one of the most fucked up things in this whole thing I've ever read. We knew there was negligence because he can't even take care of pets. It was just a matter of time before it's like, great, now child neglect, fucking wonderful.
Well, that's what we assume, right? It's being investigated because whenever a child is hurt, no matter what, it gets investigated, right? So we're assuming
by CPS, right?
Yeah, we're assuming it's an investigation.
I want to say something. Like, look, here's the thing, man. Like, I've been in so many fucking internet wars. I've been in so much fucking drama, so many fucking controversies, up, down, and sideways. Moments where I did things that were horrendously embarrassing for me, or moments where I was the hero rampant. Blah, blah, blah. Random ass shit. I don't think this warrants any of it. I really don't. I think we're all on the same I think we're all on the same fucking page, man.
Yeah, and I even saw comments on our last stream where people were like, "Why are we? What's with the infighting?
Why are we fucking battling that?" Like, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I got real fucking mad. Real fucking mad, and I got pretty spicy, pretty pissed off. I'm like, ooh, that old fever. Let's get some fucking let's get some shit going, dude. I'm ready. Let's fucking go. And actually, you know, the thing that made me stop and pause for a second was actually realizing that you like ministry, and I was like, fuck, damn it. Okay.
That's the one thing that fucked. It's like, God damn it, I wanted this guy to be a cocksucker, and now he's bond.
If only you would have said something good about Tupac, I'd have been sucking your dick.
So,
well, I mean, you know, for all you guys know, I'm not even wearing pants right now, so you know.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm not fucking.
Ben's got some shorts, comfy shorts.
Yeah.
Look, I'll say this much. Like, I'm not gonna fucking throw my dick out there in the wind or anything like that. I'm not happy. It irritated me. It made me pretty pissed, and it made me want to fucking go to war. But I don't think it's important, though. I don't, because I think that if I have beef with you, that will do more harm to trying to get this goddamn dude nailed than whether or not you and I agree on the process of trying to get this dude nailed.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I mean, like, look, fuck it. All right? Fuck it. Fuck it.
I've never done this before, but would it make you feel better if I retracted the video?
No, dude. I mean, like, okay. Here's okay. I appreciate that, and I'm going to tell you right now, no, because the main question I would first ask is, are you monetized on that video? Is that video still monetized?
I don't monetize my videos because it's not worth it.
Oh,
I'm so fucking vulgar. Number one, it's not even just because it's not worth it. It's like I'm so vulgar, they're going to demonetize it anyway. But this whole fucking thing is like, I don't want to fucking just monetize everything I do, because then what are you, a fucking whore?
Yeah. Well, what I was going to say is, like, if you're getting monetized by it, then you should leave it up and make your fucking money, dude. Make your fucking money. But I mean, you do whatever you want. It's fine. Leave it up. Leave it. Whatever. Who cares?
I offer that if you want to put this to bed, you know, just say fuck it and just bury the fucking hatchet on it. Yeah, I can do that, because if it's just small potatoes and it's not worth it, because the thing that's fucked the anti-Onision shit for years and got so many people to just read to the fucking heavens about it is the amount of infighting that goes on. It's happened since the beginning.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, I was friends with Joy. I know. Oh, I know.
Even before Joy, there were
Joy who?
I know.
Joy who, Jeff?
Listen, can
you won't say her name.
No. Can I? I actually want to make a public statement about this.
Say her fucking name, dude.
I want to make a public statement about this too.
This Streamlabs brought to you by the Too Good for This gang.
Too good for this game. That's right, Red Scare.
Too good for this guy.
Yeah, and we're gonna move on in a minute too. We're just wrapping it up right now.
We're gonna move on in a second. But I do want to say this as a public fucking thing too. Like, some people really want me to have beef with Joy too. I don't have beef with Joy. I really just want Joy to be happy. That's all. I
love her. I love Joy Sparkles. I love her.
I don't love her, but I just want her to be happy, and
I love her.
She destroyed Jilly Juice in actual Mania last night.
Yeah, she won.
I know she did, and I wasn't there, and I was a dick. I'm sorry.
No, whatever.
No, we honestly, it was probably the worst matchup of the night. So you would have made it better, but we had so much good stuff last night. It was a wonderful private show. We had fun. But Stevie, I don't know if we have anything else we really want to say at this point. Anything you want to say?
Not really. I mean, if we can just bury this hatchet and all the bullshits in the past, then fine. I mean, I can let bygones be bygones, because honestly, talking to you, dude, it's been fun. It's honestly been fun. And if you guys want me to stick around, I'm more than happy to stick around.
Yeah,
sure,
man.
See, internet. See, it does happen sometimes.
And you know, there might be some stuff we talk about tonight that your opinion is going to be needed on. I don't know exactly what we have, but
we don't always gotta fight. Sometimes this can be a podcast of peace. You fucking bloodthirsty dick suckers. Fuck you.
Yeah, but to be blood.
Okay, amend them.
You know what? Fuck, where was that thing?
To be bloodthirsty, though, Jacob Fairstein just gave us $5 in Patreon.
Thank you.
I know that's Josh Fairstein's son. He's
Is
a
he?
huge fan of. No, I don't
No
think
shit.
so. I don't think so. I'm just joking. Wouldn't that be great if all the antagonists, like they're getting like, or
Brett Keen's kid watched.
yeah, like their kids are like,
You know what? I might as well get this out of the way because a lot of people are confused. Yes, pretty soon there will be no longer a segment called Crazy People. I'm splitting it up. All of the crazy people that we don't get along with, that we think are assholes and we talk shit back and forth or whatever, that's going to be a segment called Antagonism or Antagonist. And then
something along that line. We're splitting them up. We're
yeah, and then the people we're all right with that are just kind of interesting, like Gayle, those kind of people.
Oh, God, I love Gayle.
There are oddities. And those are the oddities. And some people might disagree if they're antagonists or oddities, and we might have to work that out as the show goes on. We don't know.
I actually have an official release from Gayle's Men. Should I wait until we do Crazy People or what?
I mean, you've piqued my interest, so go ahead.
Well, okay, so you guys already played like the video of Gayle getting harassed by the Secret Service, right? And she used her dildo.
Her lightning dildo. Should I play that?
But like the thing is, like I saw that and I fucking freaked the fuck out because I love Gayle. I'm a patron of hers. I've been paying money to her for like 2 years or something like that. So I immediately messaged Zach Knight, who I do know, and Gayle has gone legit, totally fucking dark. She is not messaging Gayle's Men at all. She is not answering the phone. She has gone completely shut down, dude.
Guys, yeah, this is...
For a woman like that's kind of concerning. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, here's the thing. She sent her pubes.
Maybe Brett Spiner fucking took her away.
No, she shaved off her pubes and sent them to the White House.
To Melania.
She did. Yeah.
Because Melania's got jealousy issues with Empress Gayle.
Yeah.
They claim to be Secret Service.
The woman that we're looking at right now is pubeless. That woman has no pubes.
And
she has.
Here's the thing, though. Jesus gave her a lightning dildo to shoot lightning.
First he gave her lightning.
Here's a dildo.
Here's the dildo.
Supernaturally powerful. Make it take them down. They will not barge my door. They are not going to come in here. Lord.
She's shooting lightning at the door.
Oh.
It's a BFD.
Yeah.
I love her shorts. Her shorts are just so tasteful. I love them. They're great.
She's modest. Yeah, and your name is at the end of a lot of her videos, Jeff. Yeah.
He's a patron.
He's a patron.
I've been giving money to Gayle for like forever. I have seriously been donating to this woman forever.
Money was spent.
I should up my Patreon pledge to her, actually. Yeah.
You're one of Gayle's men. You're on the marriage list.
Dude, no, that's the thing though. Okay, so I've been giving Gayle money for 2 years. I'm still not on the marriage list. I'm not gonna presume that I'm up there with Gerard Butler and Hugh Jackman.
Somebody hacked the wiki and put Ben on the marriage list on the wiki.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm on
now
Gayle's marriage list.
Shit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, we had to get it out of the way. So
yeah.
Thanks for, because there's a large portion of our audience that's so tired of Onision.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to hear about Onision ever again at all. They hate even remembering that he exists.
Yeah, they won't
I
even
get shit all the time.
They won't even cook with onions anymore.
On him.
Yeah. Well, a big problem of it is too. Like I dragged these two sweet boys into it. Well, okay, Billy did his own thing. But I also dragged these two sweet boys into it further by just having like, just one of those rants where I just get pissed. I just get fucking pissed. And I just start fucking saying shit. I say a bunch of random ass, crazy ass shit. I get all fucking mad. And everybody's like, well, Jeff Holiday said this. And for like the next 3 weeks. And like, I was just yelling. I just yell. I holler sometimes.
It's like you just throw a hand grenade into the kiddie pool full of gasoline just to do it.
Yeah, I like doing it. I like doing it a lot.
I thought I personally thought the more intriguing, creepy fucker on the internet was Jared Genesis.
Yeah, but
I thought he was way more intriguing.
Like, honestly, if Chris Hansen wants to go after somebody, like everybody's already been covering Onision, he should go after Jared Genesis straight up, because nobody's going after him on a level that anybody really notices. Keem put him out there and bumped him up a little bit, but nobody followed up on it.
No one followed up on it, so he just got popular off of it.
Yeah.
He
only got onto my radar very recently. Up until like about 2 weeks ago, I had no idea who the fuck he even was. I'd never heard of him.
And I think the good thing is that he's not allowed online right now. His parents took his computer away. So if we can keep it that way, I don't really want to bring him out. But if he comes out again, somebody needs to gun that guy down, because we tried. We had evidence. We sent it to the police. Nothing happened.
Right.
It's nuts. He was trying to he sent his nudes to people he believed was underage. Without solicitation.
I don't really want to necessarily like promote the guy too much, because he might be kind of a dick. I don't know, but he makes great fucking videos. Danknet has made amazing fucking videos on Jared Genesis, on the TCAP situation. Like,
we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah, dude, Danknet he's dope, dude. He's really, really dope at what he does. He might be a total dick. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But like, he's thorough.
I don't think he's a total dick, because I've never been friends with him.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
listen, if he was a rampant cocksucker, I would have been friends with him for a while.
Martin Shkreli, Sam Pepper.
Yeah, these are just some buds of mine.
Oh, God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hanging out at my buddy's place, a little Epstein Nos X. What?
Sure.
The fuck are you?
It's like, if I was hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein, then I might be a president or a prince or something. But I'm just hanging out with these fucking failed YouTubers and stuff. They're not even failed. They're just career.
Ow, bitch!
What? I was talking about you particularly, Jeff.
He looked up at you.
You broke 100K? Was it this year? You broke 100K this year?
Last year.
Well, last year, yeah. In the last year.
I broke 100K 2 years ago, and I'm at 109 right now.
Was it 2 years ago? Damn it.
Slow, steady climb.
I got up to 97,000 about 3 years ago, and now I'm at 91,000.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys could be me. It took me a decade to get to nearly 40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
Look, at least you didn't sell your soul and start a hate movement like I did. It's not. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it, actually.
I'd have to have a soul first.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a hell of a thing. I tell you what, I wouldn't trade my audience for anything, though. My audience now is nothing but a bunch of like hot ass Midwest single moms that are really bored on Facebook. They love my shit.
When are we going to collab? Dr. Phil. When are we going to collab, Jeff?
We could.
Let me get some of that audience.
Don't do a kilt stream. Call it MILF stream.
MILF stream.
So Stevie,
we're gonna owe Stevie money for that.
Stevie, how do you feel about?
Yeah, right. Copyright that shouldn't charge you royalties.
Stevie, I don't want you to hold back on this at all. I want your opinion. What do you think of Billy's friend Joe?
Honestly, what does Billy think of Joe? Because I heard some salty things the other night.
Well, yeah, Joe is like Andy Kaufman level of character acting. And he doesn't care about anybody or anything when he's in his zone, and he throws me like the last night was different, but before that, the only other videos he ever had on his channel were him fucking with me. It's like this last one he was apologizing to me. I heard he's been a very sweet boy to me, but I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
At the beginning of it,
honest.
At the beginning of it, him and his girlfriend are in bed together, naked, under the blankets, acting like they're having sex. And Seth comes in with the cameras like, hey, you want to make the video? It's really weird.
Seth has boundary issues. There's no locks in this house.
No, he planned that. You know, Joe planned that.
I'm sure he did. I was doing this show when that happened. I started watching it on the drive home, and I was like, I don't have time to finish this, so I don't even know what happened.
I mean, I'm sure you can guess what happened.
People are saying he admitted to setting me up for the interview with Onision. That's a fucking lie.
Yeah, I mean, he'll say, he will say anything.
I think it's a lie. I mean, maybe he did set me up.
He kept pushing you the whole time. I did notice that.
He called me.
It.
He called me because we were supposed to do this show, and to get my permission, I'm like, yeah, whatever, as long as we do the show. And that's
as long as you go get fucking arrested. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. What do we got here? Let's do
Let's do something interesting.
You know what? Someone sent me this. Oh no, not this. No. I don't want to watch this yet.
You guys
Look
are
at
going
this.
to get clowned for months for this.
Hey, we're live
Don't
right
shoot!
They made you. They made you a character.
Oh my god! What the fuck is that thing, dude?
I apologize to everyone I've ever met, especially the people I still know.
That just looks really good. That's what he looks like. I mean, I don't see any difference.
Joe.
I mean,
Joe looks like actual Joe.
I know.
Joe looks 100% like Joe.
No, this actually does look fucking pretty legit. This looks pretty amazing.
Oh, the people I still know. Like, for instance, you. I brought you down with me. I'm sorry.
Played me like a fucking fiddle, dude.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Yeah. I didn't want to play too much more Onion, but this is just.
No, this video was hilarious.
Yeah.
I think I had like.
It's really long too.
I had like 300. It's only
Well, it's like a minute
and a half.
He jumped on you.
Oh no! But there's the humping part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm seeming.
Well, I mean, like, so here's I've been thinking about this for a long ass time. Like, so say, okay, put yourself in Billy's situation. You have thousands of people all watching and waiting for you to do something, and this guy who's very emotionally manipulative jumps onto you, and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a joke, and you just want to like let it run through. You don't want things to be abrupt. You don't want to stop everything and be like, actually, bitch, no. That's not what you want to do. Trust me, I've been in those situations. You don't want to do that, but he knew he had you in that situation. He knew he had you in that realm. Like, what your only options are to either like see if he's gonna be a total dickbag about it, or to turn around and clock him right in the fucking face.
How did they get
have two choices? Yeah.
How did they get the size difference so accurate here?
This is live footage.
Yeah. It sets body cam.
This was Onision's driveway camera. So he had the driveway.
I don't think his landscaping is that good now.
Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It doesn't look nearly as good.
But
I mean,
from
like,
my house.
I know.
Yeah. You like that? You like that, you little bitch? Huh?
Did you just chat like it?
No.
Just chat like it? Like
that's
that?
all you give a shit about.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm only doing this because the fucking people at home were watching.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got put into this situation by me wanting to give content, and I thought I could make it work, and boy was I wrong.
I got the look of discomfort fucking absolutely perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but the thing is, regardless of whether or not it was appropriately handled or not, that's some internet fucking history right there. You can't take that away.
Yeah. And how to catch a predator? Catch him in the act.
Yeah, we now have actual. This is the first instance.
Assault charges. We need assault
People
charges.
have been saying you should charge him with assault. And I'm like, oh my god, I do not want to get into a court case with Onision.
I'm sorry. I would have
Think
gone
of
into
the
a biohazard
content.
Yeah, if I press charges on Onision, do you think my GoFundMe would fill up?
Fuck yeah!
Guys, I need $400,000 to take Onision down. We have footage of him assaulting me.
Oh my god!
I don't big Johnny Cochran out of his grave.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much the case would cost to actually do, but like for me to actually go through with it and put up with the stress that'll come with all that, I don't know what it'd be worth to me. I want to stay away from that. This goes on so long, and Joe's here just
Shit. Oh fuck, your fucking tits. You're such fucking perfect tits, bitch. Oh, fuck. Is that fun? Did you enjoy that?
Oh shit! I wanted to hear. Where's the part where Joe says something? He's like, unsubscribed.
Yeah.
Unanimously
Let's turn around. There you go.
Joe did it up close to the camera, so it'd be like.
A lot, it seems,
I think it was in the middle.
Oh my god! Fuck this.
Yeah, you're into punishment a lot, so it seems. And I got cut off. I was gonna go in how he had the contract because he was talking about shaving Shiloh's head, and he had the contract with Billy. He was trying to get her to be in the basement. Like that's punishment. That's punishment. There's a constant thing where like you're getting these tattoos where these tattoos are you're punished by wearing a tattoo that now you'll forever have for forgiveness. It's like it's like what is up with that, dude? I'm trying to get these things out, but then it's not so easy.
And he just came to you and did that out of nowhere. It was just God.
He was like, "Do you want me to show you what I do to these girls?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no. I want to see. Like, incriminate yourself." And then it was at my expense.
Yeah,
I'm like shit.
He's been incriminating himself pretty bad for the last 36 hours, just nonstop, one video after the other. It's fucking nuts.
Well, like I know this based on what Joe told me he talked to Onision. He made like way more in AdSense in December because of all the hype on him than he's made in a long time.
Yeah, so
he had pretty much a dying channel.
Yeah, those people who are like, "Oh my god, check out the new Onion video where he's freaking out," and we all know he's acting. They're paying his ass.
And I've made when I was friends with him back in the day, there were months where I'd talk to him and it was looking like he might quit YouTube because of how bad everything was. If
we should stop talking about him, of
course. I'm just saying, like, there was a point where he was almost like, come here, he was almost out of the game because of how bad he was, and he's getting pulled back into it now. It's crazy. Let's move on, guys. Let's talk about something fun. Ben, what do you got? Some stupid people to talk about? Is there a video of me?
Here we go.
Is there a video of me?
No, every video of you is the one with fucking Onision in it. I don't want to play that anymore.
Shit.
Dude, he took you from the front and then he spun you around and got you from behind. And grabbed your titty too?
You try and give somebody enough rope to hang themselves and they just put you in shibari. Shit.
Oh my god.
Easy people. What's on the docket for tonight? What are we doing?
I mean, there's a lot of weird stuff. Let me see. Let's watch this.
Ain't nothing normal about two men kissing one another in the mouth, ma'am. I've been all my life to the hospital. They got a blue crib for the boys. I said blue for the boys and pink for the, and blue for the, and it's still blue for the boys. And ma'am's got on a pink sweater. That's a lady right there. She's got on a pink sweater because she's a lady.
What's the color for diabetes? What's the color for diabetes? Because this motherfucker looks like he's about to fall over.
I got a bright red gullet.
Yeah.
Bright red gullet hanging off my chin. That means I've got the beatus. They're gonna cut off my legs soon. Fuck. This guy's color-coded lifestyle.
Bojangles, I got an erection out of nowhere.
Damn.
Pink's not for boys. I don't look at me, you effeminate looking thing. Pink ain't for boys. Next thing you'll have on ear bobs and a dress. Somebody say amen. Blue is for, and pink is for, amen. I'm checking this platform up here for.
This guy really needs a suit and tie to say this shit?
Yeah, I had no idea that each gender only got one color. You had to pick that color.
And you must have never seen Power Rangers.
Dude, the pink Power Ranger is going to be at Emerald City Comic Con.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And we got passes for that?
I got passes.
Shit. Ben didn't give me no passes.
I only could get one set of passes.
Power Rangers is it how we actually know how many genders there are? There are 5. It's black, blue, pink, green, red,
yellow,
and yellow. That's
and
Asian,
white,
but that
and
doesn't
white.
really count because that's like half the population of the planet. That doesn't matter.
You also get a white gender.
Just exploded.
Blue is
It's
for
like scanners.
and pink is for. It's supposed to be that way. I've never been to the hospital. There's a rainbow crib for the sodomite baby.
Sodomite baby.
Whoa! Like, why can he say that? Why can he say
It's ironic
sodomite
coming
baby?
from a guy in the church.
Yeah.
I thought they liked sodomizing babies.
Maybe so.
Well, look at Steve. He gonna be a sweet little thing. You see me, it's Stevie.
He's a little too good at it.
Yeah.
I feel attacked. I feel fucking attacked
We
right
picked
now.
this video out just for you.
He's a sweet little something. He's something, sweetie Sammy.
How could you be so hateful that you're gonna like homophobically talk down to a baby? This is nuts. This is next level psycho. I'm so homophobic, I don't mind talking down to a baby and saying he's gonna get fucked in his ass. That's what he did.
Boy, you gonna grow up to be a nice little cocksucker baby?
For real.
Oh my God.
That's what he's doing in a room full of people who are chanting and cheering him on. For talking about putting a sexuality on a baby.
That says a lot.
Stolen the sign of God's justice and the sign of God's promise, and I'm talking about the
fucking hand down. You can't. No, don't put it down. Put it down.
Was it getting a little too high? Like what?
How?
Almost
It's getting
5 degrees.
getting a little too high, dude. It's getting a little too high, man.
It's all right. It's all right though. It's all right. You know, that little gay Stevie, he could grow up. He could grow up and he could be one of us. He'll just have to be like, "Hi, Hitler. Hi, Hitler."
The problem is the gays. The gays are
He's gonna grow up to be a nice gay YouTuber.
Yeah.
the gays are getting too brash. They're getting way too pressing. Excuse me.
Oh, you don't mind? I'm gonna go up here and practice a little bit of my Austrian.
These are in the Discord right now. There's like a lot of screenshots going around. Yeah.
Oh.
Get them in mind too.
Yeah.
Well, the sign of diversity. Hey, I ain't standing with that junk. Hey, man, I don't care if it's your granddaughter, who it is. It's not right and never will be right. I never did want to marry a woman wearing steel-toed boots and a metal lunchbox and a hard hat. Somebody say amen. Amen. It's not Adam and Steve.
Why does he keep bringing Stevie into this?
Yeah.
This guy's got a problem with you.
We have a
Excuse me. Pardon. I did not mean to interrupt what you guys were viewing, but I have a bit to say.
Okay. All right, JF.
The main thing that I want to say is it is absolutely preposterous that maybe a god figure could possibly tell us how we are to love another human being, but he is absolutely right.
Oh.
He's absolutely right. You see, the thing is, we do not need the homosexual, the trans, the confused gender. The truth is, the most biologically compatible way is a man and a woman.
JF!
Trudeau.
Why can the baby not have a rainbow crib, but the baby can have a handicap parking sticker on their crib? Why, JF?
We have to put the bumper lanes around the crib because the baby keeps smashing its head against the wall. I don't make the rules, and I did not make the baby. And if you have a problem with that, maybe make a better one next time.
JF, come fill me with your mayonnaise. We'll make a mayo baby. No. JF.
No.
9. God. Worst. Why do they always show up at the worst time?
Yeah.
I don't know. And they say the most offensive things.
Yeah.
And it's so, you know what? I really hope that they can find a way to find happiness and satisfaction despite all of their problems. I really am rooting for the both of them so much. I love them.
We watched a pretty great video last night of him and Mama JF. You remember that?
Yeah. Oh, man. They won, by the way. For those of you
Yes.
that did not see Actual Mania last night, your new tag team champions are JF and Mama JF.
Yeah.
So it's official. It's
I was
official.
a prick. I skimped out on my obligation. I'm really sorry, guys.
Oh, it's all good. You had a friend over, right? I saw you having some fun all weekend. It was a miscommunication.
I think Real was actually in town, and I took him and his girlfriend. We took him out to drink and run around, and then this morning, I took those LA people first thing in the morning up into the woods, and I made them shoot guns, and it's great because I think I'm Real.
Can find a way.
He shot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're 5% away from our goal. Thank you, guys. We haven't even been shilling the goal, and we got to 95%.
Maybe we can find a way.
Cam is a fucking mensch. He really is. But anyway, so this morning, I took Hi, I Think I'm Real and his girlfriend out to go shoot in the shitty, rainy Pacific Northwest fucking area. And yeah, they did good. They were shooting guns. They were having fun. And then I handed him my AR-15 that looks like a school shooter gun. And he really liked it.
With the pump.
We decided we're going to name my AR-15 White Male Rage. That's its name now.
White Male Rage.
And if you're offended, I invite you to try and figure out why you're offended.
You get a Dremel and just engrave white privilege on the magazine well on the side.
Yeah. What are you doing, Jeff? Are you trying to win your gun an Oscar?
It deserves an Oscar.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
And in the category for Best Actor, White Male Rage. or Joaquin Phoenix or Joe Pesci. I don't know who's getting the fucking nod this week. That's just what SNL made a joke about the Oscars being White Male Rage.
You know who should be getting the nod this week? I don't know if the rest of you guys have actually seen this or not, but I'm gonna shout this out just in case like anybody can actually still catch this in a second run theater or something like that. Go watch Color Out of Space. I don't ever promote movies. I don't ever tell people what the fuck to go watch. But if it's still running in a theater in your fucking town right now, go watch Color Out of Space right fucking now. You fucking sloppy dickhead sitting there right now like, I've been thinking about it. Go fucking watch Color Out of Space. That fucking movie
Jeff,
is the
we get
shit.
it. We get
it. Is it good, Jeff?
That's based on an H.P. Lovecraft story, if the title serves right.
Yeah, it is so fucking good.
It looks like it's playing at the Egyptian here in Seattle.
If you like that kind of shit, Jeff, check out a movie called The Void.
I have The Void. I have a copy of The Void literally downloaded on my phone so I can watch it anytime I want to. No fucking... Yeah.
It was independently made, too.
Yeah, and it's a fucking great...
The Egyptian's on Capitol Hill.
Okay.
So if you're in Seattle, you can go watch it there.
Why have we ever beefed?
Everyone, if you're watching right now and you like the stream, please hit the like button. I think a lot of people came to see like total craziness and
we had a little
heated art. Yeah,
we had a little bit. Everybody who sent in Streamlabs tonight, also the little ones we may not have read, Streamlabs won't let us log in, so we're not going to be able to read them right now, unfortunately. Thank you guys for those. Mr. Captain Snacks, thank you.
Stevie, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
You fucking Nazi. No.
I need to know. Are you pro pineapple or anti pineapple on pizza?
I'm only pro because of I'm pro-choice. Pineapple on pizza.
But can we? But
I don't understand its appeal personally, because you have a pizza that tastes the way it tastes, and then you put something super sweet on it. It's just such, to me personally, a juxtaposition of taste.
You don't do it. See, fuck, we don't disagree on that either. Fuck. Okay.
It just is weird. It's better than when I went to Japan, what they'll do, they'll put mayonnaise and shit on pizza. They don't understand toppings, I guess.
No,
you want mustard with that? I'm like, no. What's your other topping? Are you just gonna shit all over the pizza and then just fucking give it? It's gross.
Okay.
Weird.
Okay. How about traditional wings versus chicken tenders?
Why not boneless wings?
Boneless wings better because I don't like the fear of almost choking to death, scarfing something down.
Okay, you know what? Here we go. All right, you guys wanted blood? It's time for blood. You have to have the bone in the fucking wing. That's where the flavor comes from. Without it, you're just eating cooked wings.
I've been in the mood for either or before.
Boneless wings are just chicken nuggets for people that don't want to admit it to themselves.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Chicken nuggets are fucking awesome.
You can't shit on chicken nuggets, really.
Yeah, no, chicken nuggets are the best. You can't fight them.
I'm trying to create some controversy here, and you're really fucking this up for me right now, okay? You're really, really pissing me off.
I'm pissing you off because I'm not giving you anything to be pissed at.
Well, yeah, it's pissing him off. He wants to be pissed off, and he can't be, so it's pissing him off.
It's pissing me off! That's what... You're all out here for blood? I'm trying to give... fuck me. Ben, play a video.
Yeah, I've got a lot. Let's see. This guy, he's a targeted citizen. He thinks people stalk him. He thinks the feds stalk him.
Another lovely day in the life of a targeted individual. Brand new drill. Brand new. Nothing. Fully charged. Tried to take it apart. I got one more screw in the handle to get to, and I can't get to it because why? Because things haven't disappeared. Oh my snap-on screw.
Everything that he misplaces is the feds breaking into his house, messing with his stuff, and leaving. He never gets arrested and interrogated, or there's no search warrants. They sneak in, fuck with a few things, and then disappear.
He's got Brian Peppers dressed up as a CIA agent running around stealing his shit.
Dude, Brian Peppers grew up in the same general area that I grew up in, and that always freaked me out.
Did you ever see him?
No, I never saw him. I think he was from Maumee, and I was from Maumee was like a suburb of my hometown.
Hours ago, so I had all these tools. I had $40,000 worth of tools. I don't have the right one screwdriver to be able to get the torch bed out. Ain't that a lovely freaking life? Oh, well, think about this, guys. Went out to my Bronco this morning. Guess what worked? The door's unlocked magically. Unlocked. I get in there and I can tell they've pulled the insulator off from the gear shifter. So in other words,
they come in and just unlock his shit. I mean, he's nobody important too. Maybe this helps give this guy's life meaning, believing that the government is spying on him and but they're pranking him. He gets pranked by the feds.
You just got pranked, bruh, by the CIA.
Inside my gear shifter on top of my transmission.
Yeah.
So now to put my truck in gear, I have to turn it off, put it in first, turn it off, put it in reverse, and then crank it back up. I can't do it on the fly now. It will not shift
now. Maybe your truck is a piece of shit. Maybe that's your problem.
Right. His car breaking down. The feds fucked with his truck. And that's why this is going on.
Enabled my Bronco completely. So, what a lovely world. What a lovely world.
Anyway, I gotta go be in a monomarth later.
Okay. Man.
It's like Zach Wilde's methed out brother. What the fuck? Have you seen the one where the fucking chick goes up to the mailman? And it's like, stop stalking me.
Yes. Yeah, that was the first time I had ever heard the term gang stalking before. And yeah, I had never heard of such a strange thing. What happened to Jeff? Is he frozen? Oh, no, he left. Okay, I had to refresh him.
Mention.
Let's see. Oh, here's a guy that thinks North Korea doesn't actually exist.
Does he live in North
Hey everybody,
Korea?
it's the Uneducation of a Nation, and I'm here to uneducate you. That's right, I want
This
to...
motherfucking guy we used to have on a stream I used to do with a few people. This guy's great.
Yeah, he's the
He's
uneducation.
Oh no, he's so anti-Jew. It's fucking nuts.
Oh my god.
Yeah, listen to what he says right here.
Take the Jew out of the education, folks. Listen, when I first started on YouTube about 4 or 5 years ago, I was telling everybody that...
Oh, you know what? Jeff has to hear this. Jeff, are you here? He doesn't have his headphones in yet. Jeff.
What's up?
Listen to this guy's intro for this video. Are you ready?
Sure. Yeah, let's go.
Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's the Uneducation of a Nation, and I'm here to uneducate you. That's right, I want to take the Jew out of the education, folks. Listen, when I...
Yes, Jurassic Liars. I know exactly who this motherfucker. This is Jurassic Liars. I know this guy.
Yep. Channels this dude has had over the years. Holy fuck.
So
he gets
many,
knocked
dude.
out on one and he just makes another one. He's hard to follow because of it, because he just has to keep making new channels.
My favorite is when he'll go into like a supermarket and he'll grab like, right, you know what I'm talking about. He'll grab
something out of the freezer and talks about how it's like a Jewish conspiracy because of the fucking ingredients on a frozen tea.
He's based in red pill.
He's based in red pill.
He's based in red pill.
I really like this guy. He's based in red pill.
This video,
super based in red pill.
this
super based in red pill.
Just like a cat boy is super based in red pill. Lolly Socks is super based in red pill.
Hey guys, I know he's got a dildo in his mouth in that picture, but he's super based in red pill. Trust me, he likes Hitler. Oh, I mean, he likes people we like. I mean, you know, Cookie Monster. Such a fucking coward.
The only color on his color box was white. He's a good guy. Couldn't have any of those pesky brown crayons.
Yeah, what a horrible coloring box that would be. Have you ever successfully used a white crayon on anything? It's the worst fucking crayon. Like, what does a white crayon work on?
If you're using black paper, I don't know. I haven't used a crayon since I was 5. So.
It's not. Yeah, it's not even good on black paper though. It's like it looks like a slug trail. It looks like you're about to put a black light over it and be like, I don't want to stay in this hotel. It's not good.
First started on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Watch that shit. A show called Another Dirty Room. It's fucking gross. If you want to see fucked up hotels.
Oh yeah, the hotels are nasty.
Oh, you've seen it?
No, I don't know if I've seen that particular thing, but you'd see all the exposés on 2020 back in the 90s.
It's a show by a guy named Dan Bell, and what he does is he goes to nasty roach motels, and they actually investigate how fucking gross it is. He'll take he took a black light and put it on the wall, and with a substance called luminol, which illuminates when it goes over blood, and it was like a murder took place in his fucking place's bathroom. Oh, God. It's like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah, Dan Bell. I haven't watched any of his stuff, but I think I would love that. I need to watch more YouTube.
He goes like in urban exploration, but he does a show called Another Dirty Room, which is fucking crazy. The Royal Inn is the most psycho episode ever. It's the fucking the fact the place was even open was crazy. But his episode got noticed by somebody in the city council that it was in, and they tried to shut it down the following week. I'm like, holy shit!
Damn!
Wow! Wow! What the fuck?
Yeah, it was like a fucking crack neighborhood, all in the span of a hotel.
We know.
Well, let's listen. Let's listen to the education of a nation.
Yeah, he says North Korea doesn't exist. It's a figment of political imagination.
About 4 or 5 years
ago, pretty real.
Yeah.
Ago, I was telling everybody that the country of North Korea does not exist. I was the first one on YouTube to tell everybody this, okay? I was telling everybody that's just Hollywood faker.
Yeah, I've been telling everybody it doesn't exist. Like there's a lot of people that say that there's like a part of North Korea that is like the face of North Korea, right? And they have they have like the grocery stores that are fake that you can't go into.
Well, that's all true. There's like a part they show the world, and then the rest of it's a fucking shithole.
Yeah, I wonder if this guy just is basing his opinion of it not existing on the fact that they have the fake the dummy stores there to fool people. Is that what he's basing this on? I don't get it.
I don't know why it just blew my mind that I just now realized you and Ben are in the same room.
Yes. Yeah.
People say that a lot though. It's
like you were in two different, like either parts of the same house or in two different places, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. Sadly, it's only about like once a month or once every 2 months. I get to be in the same room with those guys, but
we're set up for multiple. Like we could put more people in here. It's all fit really into like a nice little space too, where there's room for people. It's one of my crowning achievements in life.
Yeah, we had Repsion and his girl in here one night when we had someone else in the chair. Who was in the chair? Was it?
Was it Kirsch?
Somebody. It was Kirsch. Yeah, it was Kirsch.
Yeah. We had
This guy
Repsion.
should fly into Incheon and start walking north. See what
happens. Yeah. Red Scare knows.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But we had Repsion on the couch with his girlfriend, and we put this electric dog collar on him and gave the controller to his girlfriend.
I remember that.
Yeah. It was hilarious.
I've had that thing on my neck too. It sucks. It sucks. It's pretty spicy. But like, if it's only like once or twice, it's not that big of a deal. The problem is you guys keep convincing people to wear it for like hours and hours and hours. Like, I'll take a shot in the neck once or twice just to be a good sport about it. But you'll get people who will sit there and fucking get shocked for like 6 to 8 hours.
What about Egghead?
Just for your
Maybe they're into that though.
Listen, hang on.
Definitely, that's part of it.
Egghead is different, okay? Egghead is a mensch. Egghead is a great. Did you see the painting that somebody made for me about Egghead?
Yes, you sent that to me.
I sent it to you, but I don't think the DP audience has seen it. Have they seen it yet?
I don't think so. You can drop it in the Skype chat if you want. Oh, you're actually going to get it?
Uh-oh.
The painting itself?
I'm not going to drop shit. I'm going to cradle it like the piece of fine art that it is. So I randomly, while the show was going on and Egghead was getting shocked the life out of him, and I was aggressively telling his girlfriend to spit in his mouth because I thought it was the hottest thing in the world. I want you to spit in his mouth like he's a piece of trash. Just do it for me. Do it for me right fucking now. But then I realized, I was like, okay.
Some girls like that.
You're insane, Jeff. You get off to some weird shit.
I realized that I was dehumanizing Egghead, and I didn't want him to get under the impression that I thought he was less of a person, because I love him. I do. I love him. He's my buddy. So I said that I hoped that somebody would paint me some fan art of Egghead looking regal with some shoulder tassels, and then somebody straight up did. They painted a beautiful Egghead portrait.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's great. It's actually a really good painting. It's really fucking cool.
It marvels the Empress Teresa cover art.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really like it, and I love Egghead. I love you, Egghead. You're a fucking mensch, dude. You're fucking.
Is
great.
that the Ghost Peppers Lonely Farts Club band version of Egghead?
Yeah, probably.
Fuck Ghost Peppers. I've had one of those. That was horrible. I'll never again.
That hurts your butt.
Oh, it hurts your soul.
Yeah.
I did like a dab of the last dab hot sauce
when
last night.
When did you do that?
Last night. I was at my friend's house, and he had some, and they had like these candies that were like the most sour candies.
Is this
in
where
the world.
these weird like assumptions are coming from?
Yeah, the allegations.
Billy has allegations.
And like in the stream, we were messing with a girl who was like asleep on the couch, but she was just laying on the couch because she didn't want to talk on the stream. She was embarrassed, so she was like, "I'm just gonna lay on the couch." The whole time she was like moving around and like reacting to things. It was a joke, guys. But people were like, he would have molested this girl if that girl wasn't there to stop him. And I'm like, huh?
What
I would do it on camera. They were like, he
come
was so drunk. He was in a I had a one shot that the girl that was passed out on the couch poured for me. Like, and I don't think one shot's gonna put me in a stupor where I'm videotaping my own crimes. But I don't know. Some people believe in that. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was just trying to have a Zoltan 2 situation. That's all. No. But luckily, it seems like nobody actually believed any of that. So that's good.
A bunch of green screen, CGI, and all that other crap that Hollywood does, and a bunch of act whores. Okay? Asian and Caucasian act whores.
Caucasian.
So these two idiots met up again a few months ago, I guess. You know what I mean? They had another meeting.
Is there anybody
shitty face he's fucking giving that guy?
Is there anybody in the world, like he says these two idiots, is there anybody in the world you think that agrees that both of these guys are not idiots? Like, I can see a lot of people agreeing that there might be two idiots. I can see people thinking.
I live in the Bible Belt, so yeah, there might be a few.
In the Bible Belt, would they think that Kim Jong-un wasn't an idiot, though?
An idiot, but not Trump. You say that shit down here, you're risking getting hung up like a fucking Christmas ornament, like it's
totally.
the 1800s.
Totally. I could see a lot of people defending Trump. There's a reason he's our president. But is there anybody who's like in support of these two guys at the same time, where they're like, no, you can't call these guys idiots. They're both wonderful people. Like, I get maybe Trump is the only one.
Did you see Trump just walk across the DMZ?
Really?
It happened about a year ago.
I didn't remember that.
He had this smirk on his face. Yeah. Like, they let him walk across the DMZ, man.
There's sweet fellas.
We did it, boys.
Thank you.
I mean, kick drum.
For decades, bullets from time to time still get shot back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They do it to antagonize like some kind of military shit. They just fucking like basically they tease each other by like just shooting a couple rounds across. Yeah, and he just walks across the motherfucker. Oh yeah, this is a nice country. Yep. He's the biggest troll ever.
I've known people that were stationed there too at the DMZ in South Korea. So to see an American president just kind of sit there with like a smirk on his face, just walk across it, that blew my mind seeing that. Hey, have you seen Chris Hansen's Cameo?
Yeah.
I know he has that. I haven't seen it.
I saw.
He calls people predators in it. Like you can pay him and he'll call you a predator.
Well, damn it, that's awesome. I'm not mad at that.
I wish I could do a Chris Hansen impression.
Yeah, I had a friend, because while all this was going on, there was like a friend or an acquaintance of mine in the hip hop industry out here in Seattle, and he had hired Chris Hansen to like promote his album. So I was looking on it scrolled down on my Instagram, and there's this video of Chris Hansen saying, "You should really check out Tony Danza's new album." And I'm like, this
Tony
is so
Danza?
Or Anthony Danza. Sorry, that's the rapper's name.
Danza.
Yeah, the rapper's name's Anthony.
I was like,
Danza.
Tony Danza. Wow.
Yeah, Anthony Danza. I fucked up. Your young boy went to Tony.
Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators, to catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen.
He's being so quiet.
First of all, this secret screen name, Chippy Boy 69. Crunch, crunch. Thanks for lunch. Bet you didn't think I knew that. Irish.
This sexed the fuck out of women back in the day. Let's be honest, though.
Yeah.
He's got a swagger.
Well, no, there's no doubt about it. Chris Hansen was at the top of the world for a while.
He's got good cadence, the way he speaks,
which is a journalist thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just you go through like school for that,
right?
Broadcasting. But this is funny. I think this is the perfect place for Chris Hansen to be making his money. Everybody should buy a cameo from Chris Hansen and make him say funny things to your friends. This is a good meme.
Mike, what am I to do with you?
What am I
Chris
to do
Hansen
with you?
here of Hansen versus Predators, to catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen. Now I'm going to need you to have a seat. Been going through some transcripts, Mike, and I don't have a seat. First of all, this suspicious screen name, Mikey Likey 69. Really? That's what you're going with these days. I hear
the suspicious screen name, Jeffy Weffy 69.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could get a video of Chris Hansen. if I could get a Chris Hansen video of him telling me to have a seat on his face, I'd pay $100 for that. I love that.
Could you pay him on Cameo to make a video about how you went to Onision's house?
It's too meta, dude.
Would he do it?
It's too meta.
I wonder if he'd do it.
I don't know. Maybe I should fork out some cash on Cameo for this.
Or because you
Why don't you have a seat over there? On my
Why don't you have a seat over there on my face? Okay, Chris.
Yeah. See, but I do want to point out one thing, because even though I am critical of Chris Hansen, he's got a reasonable price on his Cameo. He doesn't have $1,000.
Yasuki stood at roughly 6 feet, and due to his dark skin, was seen as divine. Yasuki was made samurai by Oda Nobunaga and was Nobunaга's. Shout out to Yasuki. I wanted to read all that. It was gone. That was a really good story.
Were you able to log
I can't
in?
get into Streamlabs on my computer. I don't know if it's because of my Gmail account or something is requesting too many API access. I'm getting an API problem on mine. It's killing me, man.
I've never had that.
It's been happening all week to me.
Can't do the IRL streams, man.
I mean, I should stop. They seem to be taking me down a dark path.
Stevie, did you see when someone tried to throw Billy down a flight of stairs? Did you see that?
Oh,
that was one of his IRL streams. He was out doing an IRL stream at a bar, and he was hanging out with this guy and this girl, and I guess they were a couple and they were drinking, and they took Billy back to their apartment.
Boy, I wonder what the fuck was about to happen.
Well, she started kissing me.
Well, the guy left the room.
Yeah.
The guy left the room and she started kissing him.
And I'm like,
she was
closing my lips
shit-faced.
because she was drunk. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and tries to fight me and tries to get me out of his house. I'm leaving. Going a little
socking
slow.
him.
He starts socking me,
Holy
trying to throw me
shit.
down a flight of stairs, trying to throw me down the steep-ass stairs, try to kill me.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
Sounds like a party.
And he held onto the camera the whole time.
Well, yeah, because I wasn't worried. I'm a big boy. I'm like holding the camera, fighting him off with one hand, maybe using my butt a little as a defense tactic. Give him a little Rikishi shield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stink face.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'll give you the stink fist. Look at the shit-eating fucking grin he's giving.
I like these guys hanging out. Like, I don't care much for anything else, but I just like them hanging out.
Look how well those two flags complement each other.
Ben loves flags.
I have flagtism.
Ben sees those flags. He's like, that's not bad. Do you think the books and stuff on the shelf behind there were purposefully made to match the flags?
One says Singapore. I think.
Yeah, there's a
That's
lot
the
of
only
blue,
one
white,
I can
and
read.
red back there. A little gold and stuff. A little gold and black.
Is this
but-
in North Korea?
Wasn't it?
Yeah. Or no, I don't think they met in North Korea, did they?
It might have been the meetup in Singapore.
Yeah, probably.
He walked over the DMZ though, right?
Yeah, he did do that. I think that was the last time he was out there when that happened. I couldn't believe it. I laughed because he had that like smirk on his face that Trump always has, doing something that like most presidents wouldn't be able to do.
Like he said, I mean, he's a fucking master troll.
Yeah.
He really is.
He is.
He leads a country and doesn't give a fucking shit.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Pastor Greg Locke here. My haters are going to say, well, the parking lot pastor strikes again. You're exactly right. Dear NFL, don't be so stupid as to air the commercial during the Super Bowl with the drag queens. Stop with this normalization of multiple personality disorder. This is nothing more than a
multiple. Okay. Dude. So transgenders are, he's saying that it's multiple personality. It's not a personality.
Yeah.
Where did Jeff go?
Jeff is ducked out because he agrees with this parking lot pastor. He's ducking he's hiding out. No,
pop up in the bed of the truck in a second.
If let's say you're a devout follower of God,
dude, Stevie, I'm watching the Royal Hotel vid now. WTF. Thank you for telling me about this. Is Dan Belt channel.
Yeah. It's fucked up. You guys got to watch that shit. It's insane.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. It sounds like something I'd really enjoy. I didn't know Dan Bell did that shit. I used to watch it when it was like 2020 investigation. We put the black light on the wall, and it's just like a Jackson Pollock painting of juices. It was so gross. But
Yeah, his videos when he does it is like if you guys were to try to do one of those documentaries.
if this guy here believes in God, all-powerful God, well, why doesn't he think God will sort out the people who dress like women or identify as women that were born as men?
Yeah, he'll just deal with them later.
Why does he think he has to be the sword of God? What
yeah,
gives
like
him that?
like they'll go to hell on their own, right?
Yeah, if God's so powerful, why are you worried about the Super Bowl playing a commercial? Jesus.
Exactly.
He's very sensitive.
Perverted
Can
indoctrination.
Jesus come back already and just pet these motherfuckers? I think all they need is a hug. I've been waiting
All you need
2,000
is
years.
Jesus to give you a hug and pet your frustration away.
Yeah.
Now, that or God might not be that powerful if a commercial is going to undo billions of years of hard work.
Well, I mean, Happy Holidays on a Starbucks cup did it, right?
I believe in an all-powerful God, but I also believe you need to put a Christmas tree on a coffee cup.
Yeah, what?
Sexualize our
What's
children.
God's reaction to it too? It's like, oh no, it's this Happy Holidays. Now the universe has to just fucking disappear.
And the the Mormons are like, well, geez, I do think we need to have Christmas trees on things, but can we just put it on a 7-Up?
yeah, coffee. Yeah, not for Mormons at all.
We got drag queen story hours. These people trying to take over public libraries. Get a grip, folks. The NFL is not about drag queens. We don't need fat middle-aged men dressing up like women and getting on television and telling us that we're wrong because we don't accept that demonic nonsense. Drop
What we
the ad,
need
folks.
is a bunch of sweaty, muscly guys rolling all over each other in the mud to chase a ball. That's what I want to see. I want to see pecs slamming into each other.
Yeah.
Man,
he doesn't
I
need
want to
people.
see huge, throbbing NFL players.
Big old quarterbacks. He doesn't need people telling him he's wrong for that. He needs people telling him he's wrong for not listening to the only God can judge. Like, that's what you're wrong about, motherfucker. Only God can judge. We know that's in your little book. That's where you're wrong.
A bigger glass house.
Yeah, the Glass House Cathedral over here. Throw some of those stones. Stop throwing them at Jesus. Throw them at my glass house, please.
My glass.
Oh shit.
What up,
I think this guy's on like a Greyhound. Someone sent me this. It was like the guy on the bus you don't want to sit next to.
I feel like he's hiding himself in a pile of toys and not telling anybody he's in there, hoping that like they'll think it's the child's play area of the bus. He's like creeping. This is
Probably just
troublesome.
really chill. This is what happens when an egg grows a beard.
To Tennessee from Casper, Wyoming. As you can see outside behind me, there's the road going by.
Yep.
We just
Yeah, I don't know how good this
went
video
through
is.
Wheatland.
Sometimes they're not always winners.
This guy is
oh
fucking,
yeah.
what is he drinking out of a
Oh yeah,
penis
yeah,
bottle?
yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't know if it's piss, but yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh.
Bought me a bottle. Oh, I have 2 bottles. I've got one yellow and one blue. I don't know if anybody can hear me, but this one's got whales on it.
I don't know what this is.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is either.
Yeah. I'm afraid. I don't want to. Let's go with the classic.
David Lynch films home movies.
Yeah, I'm afraid of that. I don't even want to
You
watch
gotta
any more
love
of that.
undercover journalists who
Yeah,
use
Leather
hidden
Daddy.
cameras to bust liberals. The latest is one of Bernie Sanders' political managers, Kyle Jurek, talking about locking conservatives up in Soviet-style gulags. Now, for those of you who are victims of Democrat-run public schools, you probably have no idea what a gulag is. Well, it's a slave labor camp where political opponents are locked up and starved, beaten, tortured, and worked to death to re-educate them. Communists have done this to millions of people, and the heroes of today's Democrat Party are people like Che Guevara, Castro, Mao Zedong, communists who brutalized and murdered millions of their own citizens. Bernie Sanders is a hardcore.
They use Mao a lot. I hear Mao used as kind of like synonymous with Hitler a lot of times.
Yeah. When Stalin was worse than both those guys in every way.
Yes. Especially like body count alone. That was the biggest. Yeah.
His genocide had the body count of like an Arnold movie by comparison.
Right.
A socialist is a communist living in a free country where they are not allowed to put people in gulags. But apparently Bernie Sanders and his election team are so confident that he's going to be president that they're now talking about the coming gulags. And guess who they plan to re-educate? The conservative Christian Americans who dare to stand strong for the Christian Judeo principle.
Where do they get this shit? Do you think like Bernie Sanders is up?
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm really going to take all those people that I don't like. I'm going to give them a free helicopter ride. I'm going to get about 2 weeks into office, too, and drop fucking dead of old age.
Yeah.
It sounds like Beavis and Butthead's principle is what Bernie sounds like sometimes.
Yeah.
You're both expelled.
That's actually pretty good. It sounds pretty dead on.
I want to watch the Beavis and Butthead movie again. I haven't watched Beavis and Butthead for so long.
I went and saw the Beavis and Butthead movie thinking it would be edgier than the show, but it was like just exactly like the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
South Park.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they fucked it up.
Yeah.
I put basketball on the other night. I hadn't watched it
Basketball's
since
so
I was a
great.
kid. Yeah. I love that movie. Trey
Yeah.
Parker and Matt Stone are like Trey Parker probably is the real
That random
genius, but
like
they're great.
Why? It's funny that they wrote in a part in that movie where they make out with each other.
Yeah. I was trying to write that in for episode 777.
No,
but
no.
What? When we're in Vegas, maybe we get married. We do
No.
a marriage episode in Vegas.
I'm not getting married to you.
The billionaire tried to get me to get married to Joe in Reno.
It
like
wasn't
6
legal
years
back
ago.
then.
In Reno, it was.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, he tried to get me and Joe to get married.
No.
Yeah, they were. It was. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Joe was ready to marry me.
He would.
Yeah, I was like, no. He's like, they're like, you pussy.
You pussy.
You pussy. You won't
You
get
pussy,
married to
you're
Joe.
not going to consummate this.
Oh, we didn't even get to consummation.
You know,
yeah. I didn't think about that.
There was this billionaire that paid
That's
him.
why he let Runyon do that to you. He was trying to live vicariously through that moment.
Probably. Golly.
Fuck. Yeah, actually, Onion filmed a movie where
He did.
Well, there
He filmed 3 movies.
He filmed he filmed like a
short.
short with Billy and Joe where they have to have sex with each other.
Yeah, it's part of the story. What?
Wow.
Sure, whatever.
The killer. It was a short film about a
Oh my
killer.
God.
And the killer was going around and he was murdering virgins because he had to get all these virgins killed to bring back like some curse or something.
So
Joe and I had to lose our virginity to stay alive.
I mean, well, who would know a man's body better than another man? So I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Orgasmo's really good. You know, all the movies from those guys are really good.
Cannibal the Musical.
I want to go see the Church of Mormon.
So you're a Stabbing Westward fan. Do you know about Exotic Birds? Have you ever heard of that band before?
No.
So a lot of the really popular Stabbing Westward songs from the first album were Exotic Birds songs originally. And
Wow.
Exotic Birds is the singer for Exotic Birds was the drummer for Stabbing Westward. And then also Trent Reznor was in Exotic Birds too.
That's interesting. It's kind of like how the guy from Filter is not the singer is not only related to the guy who did the Liquid Metal guy from Terminator 2. He was Nine Inch Nails guitar player on tour for a while. A lot of those bands really interchanged a lot of members and shit.
Yeah. It's true. Yeah, like Exotic Birds is like the new wave. It's like Trent Reznor's one of Trent Reznor's new wave bands.
So it was Ministry before Al figured out, hey, putting guitar on this makes it a lot less weird.
Yes.
Like their first record. I have that. And I listened to that and I listened to fucking Psalm 69 back to back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Do you like Skinny Puppy?
Yeah, I like Skinny Puppy. I like a lot of different industrial from the 80s. Skinny Puppy, Frontline Assembly. Frontline Assembly is great. Millennium is a great record. They sample Pantera on one of the tracks on that one.
Yeah. Someone said Stabbing Westwood from Australia. No, they are not. They're from the U.S.
Oi, mate, you want to hear this song called Save Yourself?
I can't believe Jeff just vanished. What the hell happened to him?
I know what happened to Jeff.
He's in a black void.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way of saying it, right?
Jeff got blackout drunk.
Emotion.
Jeff is a blackout drunk. He's gone.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. If you guys haven't seen Actual Mania yet, I do 3 spit takes?
Yeah.
I do 3 spit takes because funny shit happens. Yeah.
Ben doesn't usually spit up his drinks or anything.
Right.
He spit up the bong water. Like it was pretty funny stuff. It was good.
I'm sitting here fighting my cat. Come here, baby.
And I tried not to spoil too much of the show last night for those that haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But I did spoil the one part. Oops. And we did spoil another part. And it's still worth watching.
Right. And we got about 20 minutes of the normal show left. I think tonight we'll do a short post show on Twitch. We'll just go to Twitch and do it.
This is me and you. We've been doing the show 5 days straight now.
Yes.
You've got your channel tomorrow.
Yeah, I've had almost 2 weeks of straight streams.
I'm pretty close too. When you
take a vacation, motherfucker.
Yeah, you know.
I'm going to Maui in April. I'm not going to be here on 420.
Okay,
so
that's cool. We'll
it's a ways away.
It.
I just wanted to let you.
You gotta get your passport so we can travel, dude. Like do some, Hawaii's cool, but we gotta go. We gotta go to Canada. We're so close to Canada, it doesn't make sense not to go there. Vancouver's really cool, and then we should go to
Montreal. Is full of metal shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's where part of my ancestry comes from. Over there.
Oh, you're from up there in Canada, yeah? You're mostly maple syrup now.
The French part of it, though.
Oh,
mostly.
Never mind. You'll probably okay.
Yeah, I can't speak any. I've been to France twice, and I can't speak French at all.
I was streaming
I feel
today.
dumb there.
I was streaming
I went
today.
to Amsterdam. I don't know fucking Dutch.
I've been there 3 times. Amsterdam's one of my favorite places to visit. Yeah, I want him to go because he would. Would you eat the herring, Billy?
Probably.
Yeah, like a really popular street food in Amsterdam is herring. It's like they slice it up and they put pickles and onions on it, maybe salt or something, and you just eat it. It's a raw herring. A lot of people like that there.
With the bone
I
in it and
went
everything?
there and dealt with family shit and got fried in between, so it was fun.
Did you eat the truffles when you were there?
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like some of the most exquisite coffee places, you know, great patronage.
Coffee shops.
Oh my god. I fucking love the fact too that in every one of those they put on exactly what the fuck you put on when you're stoned. Fucking nature documentaries in every one that I went to. I was like, yep, it just happens.
Yeah, when I
watching Nat Geo fucking baked.
When I bought shrooms there, when I bought shrooms there, the little container that had the shrooms in it, they had spaceships on it to show you how strong it was. Like, oh man, this is 4 spaceships.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
How far out of this atmosphere am I going to get blasted?
Right. I'm trying to find the label to show. Oh yeah, here it is. It was called Flesh of the Gods. The hostel that I stayed at in Amsterdam was right around the corner from one of the stores that sells this shit. Yeah.
Nice.
This one doesn't have the little spaceships on it though. Normally it does, like up in the corner.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah, I saw that one.
They look like a really gnarly payday bar.
They're like little peanuts.
One that got
almost.
crushed under your couch cushion for a
This
while.
this is like shrink wrapped together, and when you open it up, they're like little peanuts.
Yeah.
They're like little bitter peanuts. They leave like a really bitter aftertaste. I usually only eat them when I have something to drink. Yeah. I would just microdose these all day. Like
Just pull a little peanut off. And
every now
munch.
and then, like pop one in my mouth, and they just kept me energized all day. I never. Well, yeah, a little bit. I saw things look like.
I was going to
trail.
say, I don't know if I would take psilocybin as an energy supplement. I mean, unless you want to see the planners guy out of nowhere chilling out next to you.
The last time I was there was in late October, like around Halloween, and it was like normally it would be getting pretty cold there. Their climate's usually cold and rainy around that time, but it was like summer. For some reason, it was like 70, 80 degrees every day when I was there. It was perfect. So I just like ate a lot of these and smoked the strong weed and ate the edibles and laid in the park. Walked around the smutty part of town, which is so great. Yeah. There's like the
It just
weird...
goes on. I'm like, wow, this is a lot of fetish shops. Do they end at some point?
Right. Yeah.
There's like brothels that are literally like they open a door that's like a fucking sliding fridge door, and you'll see like the inside. It's like there's a bed and everything, and chicks are standing outside of it like, here, come in and get your dick sucked. You know, it's like,
Well, yeah,
wow.
and it's right next to,
I
like-
come from Nevada, next to Pahrump, and it was like even that place ain't that up front. Damn.
Exactly. And they'll have it like right next to like a souvenir store or like a convenience store or a restaurant. It'll just be mixed in. It's not just the sex workers by themselves. It's just mixed in with everything. And they click their long acrylic nails on the glass. It's kind of creepy when you walk by them. They do it to like try to get you to look at them.
It's like they're a succubus.
Exactly. It's creepy. Like,
I smell your soul and your load.
Because you'll be walking down, like, it's mostly alleys and narrow streets there.
Yep.
So you'll be walking, you don't even know they're there in the window. Like, you don't even notice that they're there, and all of a sudden you hear the like little like.
It's like a haunted
chills.
house.
Right.
It's a haunted house of smut.
Absolutely.
But I mean, that's not all the place is. Just I don't want people getting the wrong impression. It's a cool place, though. There were a lot of cool places.
Are there haunted whorehouses?
No.
Like it's a haunted house you set up for Halloween,
not.
but it's full of whores.
Fucking amazing. That could make money, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places I recommend in Amsterdam visiting, though. Like, yes, you should visit all the stuff we just mentioned, but also I went to the Torture Museum. They had like all these instruments of torture from the Middle Ages and stuff. That was awesome. They have like the largest flower
Those in
market.
LA.
What was that?
I saw one of those torture things in LA once, and I remember the group of friends I went with. The first thing one of them said when we got out, I was like, "So, anybody else kind of turned on by?" I'm like,
"No,
not as sticky shit as you might be, my friend. I'd like to keep my balls where they are."
Yes. Yeah,
there's a lot of cool shit. NDSM was a neat place. It was a little bit outside of Amsterdam, but it's a really neat area by docks and stuff. There was a coffee shop that I went to in there, and it's like you go into like these cargo containers up a bunch of stairs, and there's like a whole back area
Everybody.
that's like
We will remember
huge.
you
wouldn't
always,
even
Jeff.
there.
R.I.P. Czar.
Oh,
R.I.P. Jeff.
R.I.P. Jeff. R.I.P.
Uh-oh.
Pour
Thank
pour
you,
a 40 into the grass for our fallen
Oh,
homie.
I'll pour some purple drink and some cough syrup for Jeff.
You know what? I mean, like, Jeff seemed remarkably sober, but I think he was at like a wine tasting or something before he came on the show. So he was.
I got drunk with my pinky out.
Yeah. Pinky's up. So, Young Bill Fridge.
Yeah.
This was much better than ever expected. You know?
Well, I'll tell you what would have been better if we would have been in Amsterdam for this episode. But
Get your
someone won't buy their
passport.
passport.
Dude, it's so easy. Start tomorrow. Start your journey. Oh damn!
I have to go. I think.
Well, I know.
Monday.
Do that.
I have
Start
to go
that.
get my my
Birth
birth
certificate.
certificate.
Yeah.
I could probably I could actually. I think I could go tomorrow and order it online and have it delivered, but it takes 2 weeks. But I've been putting it off for like 2 years.
I know.
So I'm like, if I just do that, I know it'll be here in 2 weeks. It's crazy math. I'm like, I'll just go down and get it. I never do. Ever.
Yeah, they're good for like 10 years, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once
Oh,
you
yeah, I
get it.
should have one. I've never had a passport, so.
Think about
Do you
that.
have your passport? Did you get your shot?
You'll be almost what? You'll be almost 50 by the time it expires.
I'll be.
Think about that.
I'll be 63, right?
No. Oh, going by your
Well, I don't know.
dude, our fan base went to Billy's IMDb and said
Is that
says,
where that came from? That people were saying you were 43? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, there's no way he's fucking
And
40.
5'8", 700
5'8",
pounds.
and trans, I think too, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
that-
it say you were trans?
When everything first popped off, people were trying to figure out how tall Onision was. So they were like, they looked at my height because I was so much taller than him in the video, and they're like, if Burley's 5'8",
You're like a giant.
Onion's got to be 5'4". He's got to be 5'2".
He's got to be 4'3".
Yeah. Thanks to the audience who fucked over everything, especially my IMDb page. I'm pretty sure I lost some gigs because people don't want little
Some
short,
acting
fat
jobs.
guys. Yeah, dude.
When's that horror movie coming out?
Put Vern Troyer in stilts.
We're supposed to still finish another scene, so unless they cut my final scene out, I don't know when the movie will be ready. They could have cut my final scene.
They're gonna
though.
cut your scene out?
The final scene. I already got a bunch of good scenes filmed, but there's like a final scene that I don't know if it's necessary to the story, so they might cut it. But it was supposed to film back in December, but they had to push it back. The director ended up doing a video for Microsoft that weekend because of Mixer. He had like Ninja talking with Mark Hamill on a video, so he had to cancel the last day of shooting for us so he could go do that. Got to get that
Interesting.
paycheck. Got to get that paycheck. But
I gotta make those monies. Give me the shekels, baby.
the cash.
hey, one thing. I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you
from what I
what.
heard. From what I've heard, you don't monetize your videos because what's the point, right? Because YouTube doesn't pay, right?
Well, because
Who
it
you-
costs us so much, you'll probably get demonetized.
Stevie, you said that,
Oh,
right?
okay. I was like, which one of these are you talking to? Yeah, well, it's not even that. It's like, yeah, not even does YouTube doesn't pay. It's that, for one, I've kind of noticed that if you do monetize, you're more open to being sanctioned by YouTube, and you can't fucking do anything because it puts you on their radar more. So, you know, for the super chats I get, obviously I have the AdSense, but I just choose not to monetize my videos, you know, because you can selectively do that. That's why I hate
Sure.
when people say, oh, you know, I didn't mean to monetize the video. It's like bullshit. You have to do the whole process manually per video, you fucking liar.
Yeah, and you can
I hate
turn
when
it off
people-
whenever you want, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
I love
if
when
you
people say I didn't mean to monetize it. Well, you shouldn't have clicked it. You know?
there's a new way of monetizing.
Yeah.
I'm making a segue. It's called the Brave browser. And by the way, if you use the Brave browser, you should click on the triangle right now because you probably have bats. Look, I have bats. I have 8.8 bats. That's awesome. Send them to us. You just go to send a tip. People are like, holy shit, I thought I was only gonna get like 2 bats, and now I have like 50 bats.
Yeah.
People keep sending me their bats. Yeah, so you just go to bats. Like I have 8 bats, and I don't use it as much as most people I know.
If
So-
you
Got
watched
more
us,
bats than all the bat soup in China.
if you
Yeah.
watched our show through Brave browser, you'll probably accrue enough bats every month to give us a sweet little,
Yeah,
little
like
love.
this is the best thing we've ever shilled on this show because it doesn't cost anything, and
You're
if
already
people-
watching us.
Yeah, and if people just use it, we get this cryptocurrency, we cash it out every month.
And
It's
the
pretty
browser has
awesome.
a whole lot of benefits. We
That's-
won't go into it right now, but it has a whole lot of
You can
benefits.
just ask the other people. Like,
Yeah.
people don't complain about us shilling this because they actually use it. A lot of people use it. There's a link in the description if you want to check
So
it
what
out.
are the bats? Are they like some kind of internal currency for it?
It's an actual marketed cryptocurrency. It's actually on. Yeah. And I've seen them rise and fall, but if there's a month when bats perform well in the market, and you know we get like a couple thousand of them, it's like exponentially larger.
It's nice.
Yeah. So
No, interesting.
Yeah, and all they got to do is use this browser. The browser, it runs ads, but it's not like overlay ads. It's it's like in the corner, like hidden kind of ads. So.
So ad block ads.
Yeah, and actually, like all those people that are paying YouTube for YouTube Premium right now, Brave, the mobile version of Brave does everything YouTube Premium does. It blocks ads, and it allows you to lock your screen and play your audio in the background. It's kind of weird. I'm wondering when YouTube will just start giving people strikes for even talking about it, right?
Yeah, right, because it's going to take money away from them.
Right. That's why I tell anyone who even gets super chats to just use Streamlabs instead, you know? Like I have
I
them
need
on.
to go back to doing that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, for the people that want to, like, they don't want to
Yeah.
give YouTube 30% of that if they're giving it to you, you know?
Yeah, no, and that's an insane amount for YouTube to take anyway.
Right.
You know, I mean, I get it, like with being in music and stuff, the 80-20 fucking shit, that's reality. That's just how it is. But YouTube, it can't even justify it because you're attached to a multi-billion or trillion-dollar fucking conglomerate company. You don't fucking need that. If you got their funding, what do you need 30% of my fucking piddly shit for?
I think
It's pennies
YouTube-
on the dollar.
I think YouTube takes like 50% of anything of a super chat that's $100 or more.
Is it?
I think they bump it.
Really?
That's what I heard. I tried to prove that based off numbers of payout versus what was paid in previous months. I do think it is like half of anything over 100. I'm not sure though. If there's someone could confirm that, the 30% on that is crazy. But when it gets to like 100, it's half. It's because I think they accrue all the risks that come with the money too. So like that's what they're dealing with. But it's like,
Taxes and all that shit.
I mean, they don't take care of taxes, right? Like,
Well, I don't know, but they wanted my tax information and shit. They wouldn't even let me sign up for AdSense without knowing all that. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I
so
don't
what
know
they
if
do-
I feel.
Yeah, so they send you a 1099. They're like, "Hey, this money that we used, we spent it on this person, so it's their tax liability." Yeah, taxes, especially as someone who is self-employed, the taxes are so screwy. You know, I always end up owing. Like, I try to put some away. You know, I'm not claiming like rooms in my house and that kind of stuff.
You're gonna have to claim that chair that he's sitting next to you in. It's a business expense, man.
A business disaster.
Like
See what I do
basically,
in this chair.
if you claim things, they
It's a
have to be
biohazard zone.
Anything you claim has to be actually used.
Did you buy this
for
chair
work.
from Wuhan? Holy shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I heard Onion wrote off his wedding and shit. That's definitely not a tax write-off. An office chair might be, honestly. Like, if you use it for work.
In the video he made, he said he wrote off a fucking race car bed because some collaborator slept in it.
Was that for like his kid or something? A race car bed?
It was a kid's room or something, and yeah, I think it was. But as a YouTuber slept in it, so he wrote it off. Can you imagine being a fucking
you
auditor
can't do
going
that.
through that list?
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this room is like home office, so like the things in it that I buy to make money on the through YouTube, I can write that off. But I can't be like, hey, I just bought a case of Miller Lite. Man, I'm gonna drink it all, man. Write that
Unless
shit
you're
off.
Wait, what if you do it on stream? Then
I don't know if you can write off alcohol.
Yeah, I'm not sure with alcohol.
And I've never
Like I said,
done it.
I know
I'm too afraid to do that kind of shit.
I know when I was being vetted to be a competitive eater, the competitive eating company was like, "Hey, everything you eat from now on out, write that shit down. It's all a write-off.
Is it really?
It's all a write-off. Everything you eat is a write-off from here on out."
Yeah, Stevie, have you ever heard of the Heart Attack Grill in Vegas?
Yeah, I went to. My hometown is Las Vegas, actually. So yeah, I
Okay.
went there a few times.
So Billy was offered to become the new spokesman.
Oh
He
my
stepped
God.
on the scale and pyro and ballyhoo started going off.
Yeah.
And before you know it, the owner's there like, oh,
they called
we got
the owner.
another one.
They called the owner when I walked in. The previous two spokesmen had died from obesity. The one
And
before me,
you were
was just a couple weeks before.
Heart
I was
attack, so it lived up to the place's name. Yeah, I remember that.
I was like 589 at the time. And the guy came down there and he was excited. He had like a freaking $ boner in his eye. And I wish I would have done it.
Another one.
Yeah, I wish I would have done it because they had this dwarf girl working there that was really cute. And maybe if I was working there, she'd have gone out on a date with me. That would have been nice. Very, very lovely young lady.
You know what's fucking crazy too is the burgers they make. As crazy as they are, they're actually really good.
Yeah, have you been there a lot?
I went there a couple of times. There was another place in Vegas that'd be hilarious for you guys to check out called Dick's Last fucking Restaurant or something like that.
Last Resort.
Dick's
yeah,
Last
we
Resort, we went there.
There was one in Ohio when I lived there too. Yeah, they're like rude to you.
It was great.
Yeah, they're purposely an asshole to you the whole time.
Yeah,
what the
I had
fuck
all
you-
my luggage there because we were going to the airport
We stayed
afterwards.
at that hotel that
Yeah.
Dick's Last Resort is at. What?
The Excalibur.
Excalibur, yeah.
And I was
Yeah,
down there
that's
with my
all shit.
luggage, and my luggage kept breaking open inside Dick's Last Resort, and everything was falling everywhere. It was so embarrassing. But
All
they
your
were-
lingerie.
Yeah, all my unmentionables.
Oh shit, my bustier.
I'm a modest lady.
I'm a major model
Let's-
of a modern major general.
Someone sent in a hi Billy, and it does kind of harken back to, you know, this shit. You'll see.
Hi, Billy.
What the fuck? Fuck me! When it's shit like that that makes people think I don't give a fuck about the fucking victim.
That was that was cut out of context, right? I'm like, did I actually just laugh?
No.
I don't know if I was uncomfortable laughing or what.
No.
I was like,
that was edited to make it look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even if it was, I'm like, would I laugh like that at that? Damn it. Bill Fridge, stop.
Was that like a real reaction from him though when he did that, or was he just fucking around?
He's fucking around.
He's always fucking around.
Yeah, he's like in this ultra.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
He's always in character.
I mean, like, there have been times where he's just antagonized, and people will be like, dude, chill out.
When he first came on the show without even being on air, he walked into the old studio that we had.
Got naked.
Yeah, got naked. I was like, I'm taking a shower, and was walking around naked throughout the studio.
Yeah, he kept trying to trick me into looking at him naked.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at it. Look at it. And it's
Yeah.
glory.
It's what he did because he's always in his little character. And the worst thing is, as horrible as his character is, he might be hiding something in real life, which is why he doesn't want to show himself. I don't know.
What are you
I don't-
suggesting?
I'm saying, I keep saying that he's playing a terrible character, but he might be playing a terrible character to be hiding an even worse human being. I don't know.
Holy shit.
I'm done defending Joe.
You don't have to defend him. You know?
He's my buddy.
Yeah,
That's how you know he's bad.
I mean, okay, so Jeff Holiday Jeff Holiday was met Joe on this show for the first few times, and he told me privately, like, do not ever book me on this show again with Joe. I don't ever want to be on the show ever again with Joe. And then we all happened to all hang out in Portland for a weekend. And then all of a sudden, Jeff loves Joe.
Yeah, Jeff bonded with Joe over a race riot.
That's a really
How do
fucked
you
up
know
way
you gotta
of putting
find your
it.
common ground, you know?
Yeah, no, it wasn't a race riot. Joe tried to pick a fight with a bunch of Mexican guys at a
Wanted
strip
over
club
Helter Skelter.
because they were staring at his girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Joe was like still young in his relationship with his girlfriend.
And by the way, I'm
Had
sorry about
assert
this delay
dominance.
that you're getting. That doesn't
It's
normally
all right.
happen.
That's like a little bit better now. Now it's
Okay.
just my cat driving me nuts because she's walking all over my shit. But no, it was pretty bad earlier, but it seems to be a little bit better now. So it might just be my shit ISP where I live.
Yeah. Yeah, after I moved out here, it got suddenly better. The internet's way better here than where I used to live. And I don't know if it's because all the tech companies here or whatever.
Well, where I live, it's like a fucking monopoly. So,
well, I mean, here it's Comcast by and large. Yeah.
I'm lucky. I got out of Comcast. Whatever I have now is cheaper and better than Comcast. I think it's CenturyLink or something.
Okay. Is it DSL?
It's I think it's not I might be DSL, but I thought it was fiber. It might be fiber.
Okay. Fiber optic.
Yeah, I think it might be fiber.
Okay.
It's worked better than Comcast ever has for me. I've had Comcast like traditionally for the last decade or two, and got into this stuff, and it's actually cheaper and better. I'm very happy with it. Break away from Comcast.
Yeah, right. Comcast revolt.
Comcast owns NBC too.
I'm thinking
Disney owns
we need-
everything.
Disney owns a lot. I'm thinking we need the government to subsidize a shared internet across the United States.
I think that would actually be kind of beneficial. It would just break it up. You know, you have an actual standardized internet that way.
Yeah, we have a $150 billion proposal some of the presidents are running with on this campaign now. If you look at the history, the highway system, right, the freeway system, we know that was a big federal budget in the 50s and 60s to put that into place, and that essentially is this is the information highway. The internet is. If we're willing to build the highways then, when traveling and driving made sense for everybody to build their workforce, traveling and driving is no longer needed for a lot of the connections people have in the workplace. It is the internet.
Yep.
You can work from home in real time, as is just driving to an office and doing that. So we should be looking into making that accessible all across the United States. We shouldn't have these hiccups in any area of the United States. We're not number one for internet, and that's with a capitalist system. Why do we have this capitalist system with all these people making all this money off internet? But we're not number one.
The problem is when you get shit like SOPA and PIPA coming down the pipeline, all it takes is one of these companies, though, if it's standardized like that, to be manipulated. And they say yay on it, and there's nobody else to say nay. So the opposition then kind of goes out the window.
Up in
it's
Canada,
like a ticket good with the bad, you know?
Up in Canada, internet's way worse. Like the laws they have up there, it's way, way worse.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. It's pretty surprising. I think
you can't look up certain shit. What are they turning into China?
No, it's not that. It's like it's hard to find unlimited
data. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you can have like a wired connection to your wall, but it's still not unlimited.
I think so. Yeah.
Lord.
I think.
Come on, Dudley Do Right, get with the program.
Yeah, we should. Maybe Amazon can come in. They were talking about having actual Wi-Fi Zeppelins, right? They were gonna have Zeppelins that broadcast. Yeah, well, they were talking about having Zeppelins, and the Zeppelins would also be like drone centers to deliver packages. The Zeppelins would be packed with packages, and the drones would drop them down from the Zeppelins.
When do you want to go? Do
Amazon wants us to live in a steampunk world, and I'm okay with that now.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll wear giant goggles.
Yeah, I'm already fucking prepared with my cringy wardrobe.
We'll do the post show now, probably wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll go do it. Twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants.
All right.
Go there.
And Stevie Wolfe, you want to pitch your exact channel address for everybody so they can come check you out?
Ryby's posting it right now.
Okay,
You know what's fucking hilarious is I actually got to check what my channel address is because I don't even know if I fucking changed it.
Is it
used to be
some guy 827?
Oh, fuck, they didn't change it. So yes, it's youtube.com/someguy827. That's my that's my YouTube. And you find links to all the different stuff I do in my description boxes. So yeah.
I'll never forget Greg sitting in front of his washer and dryer debating you.
I can't believe he did that. It was so weird. That was so fucking weird. You know, the only reason that happened was because Repsion was in an area of where he was living at the time that got hit with a big storm, and it knocked out his internet and his power. So Onion took that as, oh, he's bitching out. It's like, no, he didn't have access to actually talk to you. So he fires me an email out of nowhere and gives me like 2 minutes to get ready. He's like, oh, we're going to do this. And at the end of the stream, it was so fucking weird. After we were done and we were like in the Google Hangout room again, he's like, well, that was fun. I'm going to go spend time in the shower with my wife. And then he hung up. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah. Now I need a shower just because I heard that.
One time, because me and Billy do a movie review every month, we watched the Bela Lugosi version of Dracula. And Billy kept going, it reminds me of Onision. He reminds me of Onision at this part.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I am the Count.
Yeah. There's a lot of charm. For all the blood sucking and the non-consent that Dracula went through.
Yeah, right.
He was pretty charming.
All right.
God.
We are going to wrap this up. Thank you, Stevie, for joining us. You're welcome back again sometime.
And Jeff Holiday, once again, ducked out. Son of a bitch. No, we love having Jeff on as much as we can have him. Thank you, Jeff, for being here tonight, even though you're not here to accept this award of our thanks. And we're going to Twitch TV now?
Twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants. We will see you all there. Good night.
Good night. I got to run and pee.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken